weather the storm and the squalls on the shore, dropping ill anecdotes that you ain't heard before. This ain't casting away, it's a deep sea dive, extracting the truth so the culture can thrive. We dissect every piece of the wreckage and rust, turning nautical tales into audible trust. So batten the hatches and lock the main gate. The Shipwreck Podcast is determining fate. Yo, we weather the storm and the squalls on the shore, dropping ill anecdotes that you ain't heard before. This ain't casting away, it's a deep sea dive, extracting the truth so the culture can thrive. We dissect every piece of the wreckage and rust, turning nautical tales into audible trust. So batten the hatches and lock the main gate. The Shipwreck Podcast is determining fate. Yo, we weather the storm and the squalls on the shore, dropping ill anecdotes that you ain't heard before. This ain't casting away, it's a deep sea dive, extracting the truth so the culture can thrive. We dissect every piece of the wreckage and rust, turning nautical tales into audible trust. So batten the hatches and lock the main gate. The Shipwreck Podcast is determining fate. Yo, we weather the storm and the squalls on the shore, dropping ill anecdotes that you ain't heard before. This ain't casting away, it's a deep sea dive, extracting the truth so the culture can thrive. We dissect every piece of the wreckage and rust, turning nautical tales into audible trust. So batten the hatches and lock the main gate. The Shipwreck Podcast is determining fate.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Shipwreck Podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Ship. I am really looking forward to this pod. I put it out yesterday, what I was doing, and I got some great feedback that people really looking forward to watching this pod and being involved in this pod. It's gonna be a good one. This one's gonna be more individually revealing about ourselves and things that we need to improve on. And I'm gonna start with myself. So I'm really looking forward to it. We're gonna dissect and come up with ways that we can help each other better ourselves and go from there. I had a great weekend this past weekend. It was excellent. I got to spend some time with my brothers, my former shipmates, and still shipmates, I should say, honestly. And it was just nothing but learning and love and fun. And with that being said, I'm gonna bring on my first guest that is a complete regular that everybody knows that sits on the couch and watch the pod. Ronnie, how we doing, my brother? How you doing today?
What up?
All right,
how's everything?
Everything is going great. We're gonna get revealing. We're gonna talk about things that we all can improve on and come up with different ways and goals to do that and achieve that. And we're gonna hold each other accountable for the next 90 days, the next 3 months. I'm really, like I said, really looking forward to it. If you're watching this now, thank you for watching. All I ask is for you to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching it on Facebook, first share it. First, share it on your Facebook page because we want to get as many people as possible watching and joining the community. If you're watching, and after you're done sharing it on Facebook, then go to YouTube if you don't mind and like and subscribe and watch it there as well. Again, if it's your first time watching, you're more than welcome to come and sit on the couch and let us know how you feel about the subject at hand that we're talking about, or even just what we've been talking about in general about the whole pod. So, like I said, we're going to talk about goals and how can we achieve them and how can we get there. But before we start, we always talk about what's popping. Our first subject. Oh, we got somebody else that want to come on. I'm putting them on now. Welcome, Vanessa. How you doing today?
Good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. We're doing great. Let me get that graphic off your face. But yeah, so again, I'm looking forward to this episode. This is going to be, like I said, a vulnerable one for us to come up with ways where we can use improvement and as well as help each other. And every week, if we're going to spend at least 20 minutes or spend 20 minutes on going over how our week went and how we met our goal for that week or didn't, and just continue on from there. But as first, we always like to start about what's popping and going on with the world. And as you know, we're still at war with Iran. We tacoed again on Tuesday. Um, we Trump had the ceasefire and went back on it again and said that we're going to keep the ceasefire going because he don't know how to get out of this war, and I don't know how he's going to get out of this war. But that is what it is. There's nothing more really to talk about when it comes to that. The other thing I would say is we found out that which we kind of knew already, he was a drunken sailor, is Cash Patel, the FBI director, getting drunk to the point where they're talking about breaching the doors because they can't get to him. He's a national security risk. This entire administration is a joke. Another official just quit, or not quit, got fired. The labor secretary, because she was cheating on her husband with the assistant, and the husband was grabbing ass in the office. So it's a complete.
You got one more.
Who else?
Got a one in that.
Oh,
Secretary of
the
the
Navy
Navy's got.
Secretary. Yeah, the Navy Secretary just left today. He just resigned today. That hasn't come out yet why specifically he came out and resigned, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the war. Pretty sure it has something to do with that and,
Oh,
and
100%.
erratic behavior. That was another thing that came out, that the military, what kind of commander in chief do we have when we can't have the commander in chief in the situation room when we're doing high level missions?
Right.
What are we doing here? What are we
Right.
doing here? It's an absolute shit show. And the country, a lot of the country, I'll say 33% of the country, because that's where his poll numbers is. He finally hits the Bush line. 33% of his people, 33% of people still approve of him. I don't know how they do that, but they do. But anyway, how's everybody week so far? Vanessa, how's your week going so far?
It's going. We got a IEP meeting tomorrow, so the stress is like here.
Yeah.
But other than that,
You'll get through it. Ronnie, how's your week?
Great, bro. Great week.
Good.
You know what I mean? Like I said,
I say, did you
gig
start
last
working?
week.
You started working already?
Yeah, man. Last week started
Okay.
Monday.
Oh,
Yeah.
outstanding.
Yeah,
Outstanding.
I'm loving it over there. So it's pretty cool, chill. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I ain't in charge of nobody. I love it.
All right.
Yeah.
So again, let's get into this. But before we get into the main subject, VA did do their thing as well. Virginia changed the redistricting for the state,
Mm-hmm.
and now the Republicans are all upset, appalled, and stuff like that when they have no business being appalled because they started the fight. They started the fight in Texas, and I'm happy that the Democrats actually said we're going to take the fight on and not just say, play the high road. They're finally starting to fight back, and I appreciate that. I truly, truly, truly do. But before we go to our goals and stuff like that, because I actually have a goal for the pod itself that I'm gonna need everybody's help with. I seen a video because y'all know I'm constantly on Twitter and I always call it Twitter. Is mama name on Twitter? I'm always will call it Twitter. It's never gonna be X to me. And I came across this video and it was just so appalling to me on so many different levels that I wanted to share with the pod because I wanted to talk about it just on a human level of what the heck are we what is going on right now, So with that being said, before we start, we got one more person on. Miss B, can you hear me? Miss B, are you there?
Talking to
Hey,
me?
yes, I'm here. I'm here. I can hear you.
Welcome to the pod. This is your first time on.
No,
Welcome,
I was on the
welcome.
first few. I haven't been on in a while though, but I'm here today.
Oh, okay. All right. We still gonna clap it up for you because
Thank
you've
you.
been
Thank
back
you.
because you're back. All right, so I think actually you're gonna be insightful for this one too because this is a dispute, a family dispute of a grandmother that was taking her grandchild, back to the mom's house. I don't know if anybody's seen this video yet, but I'm gonna play it and turn up your TV because you need me to really hear what not only the grandmother is saying, but what the child is saying, and what the mother is saying through the Ring camera. So turn up your TV so you can hear this real, hear it good, and let's go.
Yeah. When will you be back?
You say what?
When will you be back? Just start preparing for a babysitter for him and see what it.
No, your son needs to start preparing for
No,
a
no, no, no,
babysitter
baby.
as
No,
well.
no. My son is not a babysitter. He got to go to work. So what you're gonna need to
Yeah,
do,
you right.
start preparing.
I'm gonna stop it right there. The mother of the son. So this is her son's child.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a grandmother. She started out with, my son is not a babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
He's a father. We are all responsible for our child, mother or daughter. I mean, like the mother isn't just responsible for the child. Both parents are responsible for the child. And for her to say he's not a babysitter, to me, shows why we're having this argument here right now, is because you're telling your son he doesn't have to have those he doesn't have to have the responsibility of being a full-time parent, or being a parent enough to be able to say, I need to make sure that my child is taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else want to chime on that before I continue it on?
You nailed
Uh,
it.
All right. Well, let's
Yourself for
continue
a
on.
babysitter. We all got to do that.
Okay, well, tell your son to do that.
I ain't got to tell my son to do nothing. He's the baby daddy. Now he's working with you. You need to communicate better.
He don't communicate. Why would you come to my house
This
when I
is your
call him?
5-year-old child. You better
He come
communicate
to my house
better.
when I
That's
call
my
him.
grandson. I'm not a
Why would he come to
babysitter.
my house when I call him?
I don't have your phone number. Trust me, I would have called it. Somebody open it.
So I'm gonna just stop there for a second. I understand, and especially as a grandparent, you're not the responsible person for the child. I understand that, so I can understand how frustration somewhat. You know what I mean when it comes to the situation, but also at the same time, number one, she should not be having this conversation with the child there. That's number one. Let's start with that. Even if she just told the child stay in the car until you know what I mean. If you see, obviously says she don't have the mother's phone number. That's another issue, is communication. Everybody should be on the same page here with communication and stuff like that. Anybody else got anything to say? Because I got to rewind what the son says.
oh no. You right on.
Okay.
I don't
All right.
have your phone number. Trust me, I would have called it. Somebody open the door.
Go back to South Park with your daddy.
No. His dad is not in South Park. He's not a babysitter. He's a baby daddy. That means he can keep him
Please tell my
every
son
now
I
and
love
then.
you.
Every
I got to stop it right there.
Oh,
He's the baby daddy, and he can keep them every now and then. What the hell are we talking about here?
I think what she's trying to say is, one, we only see one side of this. I don't.
Yeah,
So
we are.
the dad might be the primary whoever, and
No, he's not the
the
primary.
baby.
No,
I don't
she.
know.
Because
I
the
don't know. But
grandmother said, the grandmother said he
so,
can keep him every. He's the baby
no.
daddy. He can keep him every now
right,
and then.
right. So we don't know the situation of how this works, right? We don't know that. Only thing that we hear is this: the mom's talking to the grandmother. Grandmother, obviously, she's frustrated because she
Mhm.
drove all the way over there. Because obviously there is something else. There's something else going on between her son, who should be
Yeah, the
taking care of
communication
this,
is
not the
terrible.
mama,
Yeah, the communication
not
is
the mama,
absolutely terrible.
but the grandmother must be the one that's watching the baby, and she frustrated. I'm sure she probably got on her
Mhm.
son, and she probably getting on her too. And we just in the middle of this, and she don't obviously she's not communicating it the way that we would think that she should be communicating it. And I'm not a grandparent, but I've seen how this works, where the son and the baby mother will leave it to the grandparents basically to watch their child,
Yeah,
right? And they get frustrated. It's like, but uh, they get
but see,
frustrated on both ends of it.
but my
And
again, issue,
but yeah, she's
my issue with the grandmother is I feel like she's taking the responsibility, taking him off the hook for responsibility of his child by saying he's just a baby daddy. He can get him every now and again. He's not a babysitter. Like that to me is taking responsibility away from your son as his father as a child's father and saying all of that's on you.
I mean, I can
What's the
see it both
take?
ways. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
And then you better get a babysitter.
Mind make you think I don't have a life
I
either.
don't give a fuck what you say.
I don't give a fuck either. So
I don't like you. You better get a babysitter.
get figured it out. Get the
Fuck you.
back into my dog. What the fuck?
Again, all of this in
Fuck
front of the
you.
child. And why is the son throwing rocks at the house? What is the
Look here, Alma. You better get a babysitter for my grandbaby. We're not babysitters.
You were at
We're
fucking
not
dog.
babysitters.
Get the fuck away from my fucking dog.
Damn, I wish you was here.
I wish I was there too so I could slap the shit out your ass. Get the
I,
fuck away
girl,
from my house.
what the fuck you think I'm gonna be doing? What you think I'm gonna be doing? You ain't that bad.
so you probably can't hear that well, but the mother,
Thing, yeah,
the mother is
yeah,
cussing the grandmother out.
yeah. She said, "I wish
I'm
I
not
was there. I could
I don't
slap the
like
crap out of you."
I don't like
So
that
that's
at all.
you know,
Look at my dog ass because
but
you can't
you,
drop him off.
you see how
Fuck in my motherfucking
they
house.
house he don't.
Exactly. Exactly.
Come on here, boy.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't.
Come on.
The mom is doing what she's supposed to be doing, and now the grandma's frustrated. The dad said, "I have to work. Her baby might not watch him. Can you watch him?" Now I'm pissed off. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If that son, if that child lived there, ain't no way in hell he'd be throwing rocks at that house. And what
That's
really
possible.
concerns me is she's not even concerned about her son. She ain't even mentioned her baby was there. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She didn't even mention that. She didn't even talk about her own child, which means that you're not concerned about the welfare of your own baby. That, in my opinion.
Well, in a way,
Or
she could be saying as well.
mm-mm,
She could be saying that I got this kid, I got my child all
mm-hmm,
the time. It's time for him to step up.
to step
He,
up. Exactly. And
that's
It,
what
that's
I get
it
from
could
it.
I
exactly
be.
what
do
I
it
was
It
all
could
the
about
be.
to say.
time.
And the
Tag
reason
your
I get
it.
that, and the reason why I get that is because of how the mother was, because of how the grandmother is saying. What the grandmother to me is saying, he gets him every now and again. So clearly he is not the custodial parent.
Right.
By
Exactly.
the fact that what she said, he gets them every now and then. So to me, this was her the time that the son was supposed to have him, and
And he
now he's
dumped him
saying,
on his mom.
I got to work. So mom, you need to keep him. The mom is pissed off for whatever she, because she's got to keep him, and maybe this happens all the time, or maybe it's the first time. We don't know that situation. But number one, again, you be
That's
doing this in front of
the
the
point.
kid.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That
Miss
ain't the
Blue.
first time he's had his mom watch the baby for
That
him.
part. And the
Yeah,
mama gotta work too.
Right.
yeah,
And mama gotta live. She's gotta go to the store. She gotta go get her nails done. She's gotta go have a conversation with adults that doesn't involve her job. She's allowed to have a life and not feel guilty about thinking that he should be a parent on his parenting time. And
mhm,
however he deals with absences during his parenting time is for him to solve.
yeah. I agree.
No, I agree. I
Absolutely.
agree. Mama shouldn't be like that. Baby, that son does not. That baby does not live at that house. There's no way he's throwing
We
rocks.
can't. We, can't
At,
we, we don't know.
talking about open.
We don't know. We don't know the
Talk about
upbringing
this.
if
So
if the
listen,
mom let him do.
that's disrespectful to his own mama. He lived at
I
that
agree.
house. Think he would be throwing? You think he would be throwing rocks at that house? Talking about opening the door?
Not at
Yes.
No.
my
Yes.
So,
house. Not
And
at
let me
your
tell
house.
you why.
Not at
And let me
Vanessa's
tell
house.
you
no way.
why. Yes.
Go
And
ahead.
let me tell you why.
Go
Because
ahead.
children listen to the people around them. So apparently the grandmother and the father is talking
Yeah,
mess about the mother, which is making the baby feel some type of way.
Mhm.
He just don't have animosity towards his mom for no reason at all. That's
I
coming
agree
from
with Butter.
somewhere.
Mhm.
Right. And how do you deal with that? I'm gonna mess up your stuff. While my grandma's
Nah, I
yelling
think
at you, I'm with my grandma. I'm on my grandma's side of the argument right now. And we're standing
yeah.
outside, and I just want to go inside, and nobody's really paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm throwing rocks.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no.
I agree.
So
I
so my in
agree.
my so
That's a dysregulated little
I
boy in that video. That little
I
boy is
agree.
dysregulated. And
I
so his
agree.
Absolutely.
behavior is not an indication of his normal behavior.
Yeah.
That is
He's
not
in
how
his
he normally
emotional
reacts.
state.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's like I said, he's not getting the proper training from wherever he's living at.
Right.
Kilo Bubba
There,
listen.
believes that he doesn't
there
live
are
in
no
either.
female villains in this story. There aren't. I don't know if dad is a villain. It seems like dad dumps his kid on mom and mom is fed up. But Ronnie could be equally right that the kid gets dumped on mom, regardless of who's doing the dumping. That's equally possible.
Yeah.
But they're only, grandma's frustration is justified, but who she's taking it out on might not be. Mom, from what grandma is saying, it sounds like she's fed up. She's just like, figure it out, grown man.
Yeah.
You know?
So I just don't know. We know one side of the story, right? But if I'm a parent or and this the thing did it would have been like this second, I'm gonna come to my child. That would have been the first turn. Any of the other stuff, that would have been like, you know what? No matter what me and your son going, baby, I'll be there in a second. I'll be
I
there.
agree.
Me.
But
It tells
she could
me
be
one thing.
frustrated
Like,
too.
She could be triggered too,
could be-
though. Like she's
I'm not,
being
listen,
attacked.
I'm not.
You know.
I'm not saying that. Listen, I'm not saying that there's the frustration.
Yeah.
Obviously, right? But the breaking point where grandma is taking care of this thing because she's frustrated. You know what I'm saying? We're probably both. You know, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I guarantee
You
it's not
probably
going
is.
to be a one-sided thing. She don't tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, go tell your mom, the baby son.
I disagree with you there.
No,
I
she don't.
disagree.
No,
I
she don't.
disagree with you
No,
because
she
what she said-
don't.
You know
the
Because
fact
she
that-
said he have him sometime. That
Yeah.
means she is upholding her son's
No.
bullshit.
Yeah.
So no,
I
she's
agree.
not
She
on
said
her
he can
son's
have him.
tail. She's upholding his BS.
I agree with you.
No,
Ms.
She
no.
absolved him of
What
the
she said.
responsibility.
No. What
Absolutely.
she said. No. What she said was he can have them sometimes, which means he has them all the time, right?
No.
So that's
No.
No, no,
Rewind
no,
that sentence.
no.
That's she literally listen to what she said. You see,
Rewind the whole sentence.
Please replay it. Please replay it.
He said he literally said he's the baby daddy. Hold on. He's the baby daddy. Hold on. He said he's the baby. He said he's the baby daddy, and he'll keep him sometimes because
He's
that's
the baby
he's the
daddy.
baby daddy. That's
That's the
literally what
wrong
she
mentality
said.
to have. Number one, he's the baby daddy.
I will rewind it. Hold on. Let's listen to it again.
Because the way she says it, she is saying he should only have to have
That
him
he's working
sometimes.
with you.
Yeah. Here you go.
I ain't got to tell my son to do nothing. He's the baby daddy. Now he's working with you. You need to communicate better.
He don't communicate. Why would you come to my house?
This is your 5-year-old child. You better communicate better. That's my grandson. I'm not a babysitter. I don't have your phone number. Trust me, I would have called it. Somebody open the door.
Go back to South Park with your daddy.
No. His
Go back
dad
to
is not in South Park. He's not a
with your daddy.
babysitter.
Kidding me?
He's a baby daddy. That means
Go
he
back
can
to South
keep
Park.
him in their now
Hold on.
and then.
Listen to this part right here.
Over it.
Listen to this part right here.
Rewind it.
No. His dad is not in South Park. He's not a babysitter. He's a baby daddy. That means he can keep him in there now and then. Every now and then. You better get a babysitter.
Every
That's
now
it.
and then.
Every now and then he
Girl,
can keep
stop
him.
it.
Every
You're
now and
asking for
then.
too much.
He's a
Y'all
baby
missed the whole
daddy.
thing. Y'all missed the
You're
whole
He
thing.
said,
expecting
That
too
"Go
lady,
much.
back
that
to
lady
South
said to her
Park with
son.
your daddy." Absolutely. Go back with your dad. Yep.
Yeah, right. So it was cool for her to say that. No, go back to South Park with your daddy. She not talking to
She
the
didn't say it like that.
Nobody.
She didn't say it like that.
Well, I'm not saying
Rewind
that
it.
was cool. First off, I'm pissed off at the daughter too. I don't like how she disrespecting her elder. I don't like that at all.
Rewind it.
Yeah.
I would
That's exactly
have
what she
towards
said.
my
After the
daughter.
son said,
back.
This
son
is
said, "Open the
true,
door."
but you don't know what she done been through because it's apparent that they have had words before.
Again, you don't know what the dad.
You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the relationship between the grandmother and the baby's mom, the
Yeah,
mother.
the
You don't
grandmother
know
said, "I
what
don't like
you don't
you."
know what
Grandmother
words have
said,
been
"I don't like
exchanged,
She didn't know.
and she may
Grandma,
be
grandma,
at her wit's
nah.
end with the grandmother
And she
Grandma
started off
because grandmother was
didn't.
on 10 from words they go. Like somebody
from the
just said,
second she
grandmother was on
started.
10 as soon as she got to the porch. She wasn't trying to talk. She wasn't trying to be understanding.
Hold on,
None of
one
that.
at a time. One at a time. Go ahead, Miss B.
Mm-hmm.
Came up here and was like, "Hey,
When you gonna be
your
home?
communicate better. You know what I'm saying? She ain't
No,
raised
she
her
said
boy.
you
She's
need to
talking a normal.
communicate.
You're missing a piece,
Rewind,
Ronnie, because
rewind.
All right, rewind it.
Before
Ronnie,
we
she's
Rewind it.
rewind,
putting,
Y'all need to
before we
communicate.
rewind,
before you
I want,
replay it, can I say something?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
She's the mother is putting all of the responsibility on the child's mother. Yes, you are correct about the word she is using, but you are missing the meaning that she is giving. So when she says you need to communicate, you need to hire a babysitter, not y'all. She's not saying y'all communicate better. She's saying you figure this mess out so that my son's not dumping it on me is the in parentheses context. Listen
Did you miss
again,
the point where?
but
Yeah. Go ahead. Did you miss the
Hold on,
point
hold
where
on.
she said he's working with you? Y'all missed that point
Yeah,
too.
he's working with you. No,
Did
no,
y'all
we
miss
heard
what
that.
the
He's working
grandmother
with
said?
you.
Okay, so what's that mean?
And
They obviously doing
to me,
something.
what that means,
No,
what that means is he's
yeah.
working with her to get the kid every now and then.
that's
That's what
right
I
because
hear.
it's that
No.
sentence goes with the sentence
Yeah,
before it, meaning
Yeah.
you should be
Yeah.
grateful you have a baby daddy who's even showing up. Is what she's trying to say. He's working with you. Like
yeah.
there's other baby daddies who don't do that.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. She's saying
And
shut up and be grateful for
Oh,
what you
this.
got.
All right, I want to hear. I want to hear
No.
what Kilo
Okay.
Bravo got to say. KB, what you got to
Okay.
say?
Hey everybody.
Welcome back to
These kind of conversations can go
No.
sideways because we don't have all the information and we're trying to fill in the gap
Correct.
based on our own trauma
True.
because
Thank
everybody
you.
is going to tell the story from their side and what they've
Thank you.
experienced.
That's true.
But based
All I'm
on what
saying.
I'm hearing, based on what I'm hearing from their grandmama, that boy is with them the most. Because she clearly said he's
Thank
working
you.
with you. So
Yeah,
therefore, she came over there. And the dad might not be keeping him because it sounds like to me the dad is working as well, and the mother is working. So the grandmother's taking the brunt of the child care. And it sounds to me that that boy's with that grandmother way more than it's not a 50-50 split. And what she's saying, he should have him sometime. He's the father. He should have him sometimes, which means do this 50-50. But it sounds like to me that that child is with the grandmother way more than 50% of the time. And she's just bringing him over there saying, you need to communicate with him because it sounds to me that woman is just doing her own thing. Don't give a damn about the child because guess what? She can have her freedom. That's what, and if you read between the lines,
we're gonna listen to it
I,
again because I
yeah,
don't get
because
all of that you got.
Listen to it.
yeah, I did. That's what I
mm-mm.
again. Everybody
Thank you,
She
gonna look at it
Black.
from
I
everybody's gonna
appreciate you,
look
look
at it
Black.
at
from their
it
perspective
for what
and
it
their
Could,
trauma.
was.
could that be
But
some of your trauma
but
you
what?
looking at? You
Yes.
add in context like that
Yes.
because that's what I
So
hear.
everybody else doing the same damn thing.
No, I'm not.
Everybody.
She
Yes,
simply
oh yes you
said
I got
are.
you. I
Yes
got
you
you.
he's
are.
the baby daddy. She said he's the baby daddy.
No,
She can have him. He
That's
can
he
have
said,
him every
baby
now and
daddy.
then.
Okay, sometimes what does
That's
that
what
mean?
she said.
What's the opposite of sometimes?
No, she didn't say sometimes.
Right.
She said every now and then.
every
Okay,
now
what's
and
the
then,
opposite of every now and then?
That's what she
It's
all
said.
the time.
okay all the time.
Right.
So that means that
Exactly
he
what I
got them
said.
No,
all
no,
the
no.
time.
She could say y'all share the
Exactly
load,
what I
y'all
said.
Okay,
something like
now we're
that.
going with
But
semantics
she
on
can
what
have
she could
him.
have
He can
said.
have him every now and then,
So
or
now
by.
see, so now we going on
Telling
where she
her
should
her
have said this.
expectations are too high.
Thanks, Black. Thank you, Black.
All right,
No,
we're gonna
I
The
listen
think
to
what
this
it
grandmother came
again.
is.
up
I
there
think what it is.
disrespectful.
We,
I think what it is that us as a black community don't
No.
expect enough from black fathers, and that's just what
No.
Bullshit.
it boils down
Bull.
to.
No,
Don't
no,
go
no,
there.
no,
No,
Don't
no,
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 don't
no,
go
no,
no.
there.
no, no.
We don't
Absolutely
expect
No, no,
enough.
not.
no, no, no,
We
no.
no,
Absolutely not.
we don't expect
No,
enough.
no,
We
no,
don't expect
no.
enough.
Uh-uh.
We're so
Uh-uh.
used to mothers being
No.
strong and single mothers being
Oh,
No.
single mothers
No.
that
that's
we don't
BS.
That
expect
is
That is
enough
some
that's
from
bunk.
black
BS.
men. We don't
That is
expect
some
enough
That
from
is
BS.
them.
bunk.
Cause you looking at three
That's
grown, I
bunk.
mean strong black fathers on the call right now. And
And I don't doubt
I
that.
what you say?
I don't doubt that. But we looking at
Okay,
threes.
but so
We
so
looking
if
at
you're looking
threes,
at
not the
three right
majority.
here, if
We
you
looking
talking
at
to three
threes,
of
not the majority.
so how
We looking
okay,
at
so we
Hold
can
on,
threes.
talk
wait, wait,
about
hold on,
women. If you want
hold on,
if you want to
Black.
go there, we can talk about
Hold
women
on.
and what they don't
Hold
do.
on, wait.
I promise
You ain't
there's
even
way
got to
more
go
single
there.
mothers than there are
Listen,
single
go.
fathers. Women have
Okay, and now you
way
want
more
to now,
responsibility
now
than
we can
men
go
do.
we can go to
And
statistics
we
on
feel
that. Who
like
raised the
just
better
because
child?
black men
I'm
show
I'm
up every
I'm gonna go
now and
to
again,
statistics.
then they're being a dad.
I'm
And
about
that's
to, I'm
not the
about I'm
truth.
about to help her.
Dads should have
I'm
just
gonna
as
help you out.
much
Listen,
responsibilities as mothers should
Thank you,
have.
Ronnie.
agreed.
Because I already know you about to
Can I
go
say
because
something?
I follow statistics as
Can I
well.
say something? Can I say something? You go look up the statistics and see which demographics of men are more in their lives, and
Thank you.
then you say what you just said. Because I
Okay, this is
guarantee
what
you,
I can tell you for sure. Because
obviously, they put this stuff out there, and it's a falsehood. Go look at the real statistics and see which demographic of men are more in their lives of their
That's true.
children, and then
okay,
you will make a more informed decision about not what you're talking about, because you have to understand what you hear is not the truth.
no, no,
We
no. So
nation's lives.
All right.
no,
Believe
no,
So I
that.
no,
don't have
not the
four
truth.
people.
So this is what I can tell you, and not from a statistics that I've read. Not this is what I live every day. This is what I do. So yeah, it's three wonderful fathers, black fathers, on the call right now, and I salute you guys, and I give you all the praise. And you guys keep doing what you're doing. But what I can tell you, facts from what I know and experience every day, there are not enough black men being black fathers and black role models in their children's lives. Point blank, period. And we give black men too much credit just for being there as opposed to being fathers. It's a total difference. You can be present and not be a father. And we feel like, oh, just because they're present, oh, we got to give them glory for that. No. Women
Don't
been
nobody
showing
feel
up
that way.
every day. We show up every day. And he, on this call, show up every now and then, like his mama said, baby daddy.
All right.
No,
Well,
no.
listen,
We
I
got.
listen.
didn't get
Everybody gonna
any
have
of
their
that.
perspectives.
I'm gonna
I
give
didn't either.
everybody a chance, but
Not
I just
one bit
wanted the
of it.
people that just got on. Just got on to give a chance to talk. We're gonna go in the order that they came. So Holly, then Cowboy Keith, and then OJ. Holly, welcome back to the pod. How you feeling? Talk to us.
Who was that who was just speaking?
That was Miss B.
Miss B?
Mm-hmm.
Miss B hit the nail on the doggone head, period. I think what you have here is a different perspective, male, female perspective. But the reason why I jumped on is because the grandmother was supposed to be, should be the one with the most mature,
Mm-hmm.
kind of de-escalating the situation. To me, it seems like the grandmother escalates those situations, talks about the mother with the father in front of the child, which is a
Absolutely.
problem. That's a problem. She gonna take her son's stance, no matter he dead wrong. She seems like the type of mother that's gonna just defend him to the end of the earth, and he probably dead ass wrong. Excuse my language, but he probably is.
What if he not though, Holly?
It sounds like he is to
Okay, but
me.
it sounds like, but what if he's not? We can't go
Well,
on
you got,
sound. What if he's not?
but you going on the sound that he's not. What proof do you have that he's
Okay, well, I'm
not?
just saying,
I mean, that
hypothetically, what
he
if he's
is.
not?
Well, I'm just going when he said
I start.
we get him every now and then or sometime or
Yeah.
whatever she
But that's
said.
why I say we got to
That
listen
was
to it again. But
crazy.
before we do, I want everybody else to get on first. And
Okay.
if you're watching, hit like, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, hit the share on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook and you're watching this on your TV, break out your phone, put it on Facebook, and I'm on live now, and share with people, because this is a good subject. Not just this, but the next one we about to get into. Cowboy Keith, you're up. You're muted. Your thing is muted.
Oh, I think I muted myself. Huh? I'm
Yeah, there
good.
you go. Yep,
Can you hear me?
yep, we got you.
Yeah, I think it's all systemic. The way it's that's some family trauma you can hear in all of that. I worry about the child at school and he has to come home from that. But I worry more about when we have police come in our domestic uh, disturbances. We come, we're doing just like the police when the police come. We get that snippet like that and see what's going on. I'm glad you said we don't know actually or Black just said that we don't know what the father's doing. But it appears we know that the lady herself, she's lived this way to where she believes that a man could just do. You can hear from the grandmother herself that she just feels
Mhm.
that the man could just come and go, and you can hear the frustration in the mother. Just feels like he needs to do something, like you were saying, Bobby, that he needs to do something, and he hasn't been doing anything. The person who's hurting is the child. So I don't know how we stop that with the child, but I don't know what kind of communication the mother and the fathers have, but you can see that she's put the kid with the father, and the grandmother somehow got in. I guess the father has to go to work,
He had
and
to
the
go to work. She
grandmother has
said
to
that.
get into it. All that.
Yeah.
The trauma is on the kid. I don't know how we stop that, because the grandmother really feels that the father just has to be there, just like the lady said, that we just give credit to just somebody just being there just for a second. Both of them need the co-parent. Co-parenting needs to be taught in our community, and it's not.
Absolutely.
So my whole opinion is that regardless of what any of them feel, I feel for their son, and I don't know how we can do something for him, because it's going to be a scenario, I feel, when the police are here doing the same thing that all of us are doing, trying to figure out what's the dynamic here, and then something bad happens, like we just seen here recently with old boy in Louisiana. Boom, all of us go. So I don't know. This is my opinion.
Yeah. All right.
Come on, counsel. Come on, counsel. We want to hear from you, counsel.
I'm gonna go. I can't wait. This is gonna be good.
Go ahead, Micah. You're up. We can't hear you. There you go.
All right, there we go. So good evening, everybody. How y'all doing?
What up? What up?
Only reason I logged in is because I wanted to increase the number of involved Black fathers to be on the screen. So our percentages are higher. So it looks like those other folks are the outlier, and we are the real representation, right? So that's all I want to say.
Wow.
My guy.
OJ, can you hear us? OJ, can you hear us? I can't see you, but I got you on.
You're right, Michael. We get a bad rap sometimes.
Yeah, we do. We absolutely do. All right, Ronnie, you got something else? I mean, I'm giving everybody a last chance before we move on to
just real quick. Like I think everybody in our perspective is our perspective, and I think I even caveated before I even said what I said was we don't know the dynamics of everybody. We hear this side of it, and obviously we're gonna look into our own I guess histories and say, hey, this is what I think it could be. That's why I said it before I even started talking, because we're getting a piece of it. We're seeing one side of it, and obviously you can't make a whole decision, because what we're doing is we're making a determination on. I don't know how long is this video? 30 seconds or so. I don't know, maybe a minute.
2 minutes.
And we taking a minute. We taking that amount of time. We're making a decision stating on whether this or that is happening, right? So we can't do that. We have to know both sides of it, right? We don't know the dynamics of that relationship. We just hearing what grandma is coming to do. If you really listen to what she does when she first comes up there, she's telling her, hey, this is what's going on. You two, not the dad, I'm talking about dad and mom, you guys need to communicate better.
That's not what she
You know what I'm
said.
saying? So
Look, she did say that. She did say that. Let's listen to the
said that
video again
several
one more time. And I'm not going to stop. I'm going to just play it. I'm going to just play it so we can all hear it one last time. All right. Here we go.
Go ahead. And then I'm gonna finish.
Mute everybody.
Here. When will you be back?
Oh, did it freeze? Oh, there you go.
When will you be back? Start preparing for a babysitter for him and see what it.
No, your son needs to start preparing for a
No,
babysitter.
baby. No. My son is not a babysitter. He got to go to
Oh,
work.
it's freezing.
So what you're gonna need to do,
You right,
start
Yeah, I couldn't
preparing
hear it.
yourself
I don't
for
know
a
if anybody else could hear
babysitter.
that
We
problem.
all got to do
There's
that.
somebody's
Here.
background that I hear
I ain't got to tell my
instead of the
son to do
video.
nothing. He's the baby daddy. Now he's working with you. You need to
You need to
communicate better.
communicate.
He don't communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you
Huh?
tell him
Look
to
at your 5-year-old
You
child.
better
You
communicate
better
better.
communicate better.
stop
That's
worrying
my
about what
Nope.
he
Listen to the
grandson.
whole thing.
I'm not a babysitter.
That's what I call him.
I don't have your phone number. Trust me, I would have called it. Somebody open this door.
We'll go back to South Park with your daddy.
No. His daddy is not in South Park. He's not a babysitter. He's a baby daddy. That means he can keep him
Anytime I
every
want
now
to,
and then.
I don't
Every
give a
now
fuck
and
what you
then.
do.
You better get a babysitter.
My mind make you think I don't have a life.
I don't give a fuck what you say.
I don't give a fuck either. So
I don't like you. You
okay,
better get a babysitter.
you figure it out. Get the fuck
Fuck you.
away from my daughter. Get the fuck away from my daughter.
Fuck you.
Get the fuck away from my
Look here, Alma. You better get a babysitter for my grandbaby. We're not babysitters.
You said
We're
we not.
not babysitters.
We not, including the
Damn,
daddy.
I wish
We
you
not
was
the baby
here.
daddy.
Yeah.
I wish I was there too, so I can slap
Hmm.
the shit out your ass. Get
So,
the fuck
I,
on.
so who
girl,
has heard y'all
what the
need to
fuck?
Now
communicate?
they just fight. Now they just arguing and fighting. So I'm
I
gonna
can't.
start with you, Keith.
Yeah, I
Work our
heard
way
it
back.
got freezing.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. Did anybody? Could everybody else hear it pretty good?
Yeah, I can hear it
Yeah.
yeah.
real well.
You,
All right,
you, you
all
got to
right.
listen to the whole thing. Yeah.
And we
Keith.
Can I
know
finish?
we know for sure nobody cares about that cursing around their kids. So nobody had. You can tell that that's a normal situation. The baby didn't flinch.
No,
Nobody flinched with the kid what they can hear. So that's telling enough right there.
I agree. I agree. Black.
I still feel the same way that I felt because she
Exactly.
said you need to communicate better. That don't mean that the dad is not communicating. That means that this woman could drop the baby off, they child off at the daddy house and be gone for 2 days. Oh, I got to work tomorrow, so I can't pick him up. Oh, this. So she's just saying you need to communicate better. Let us know when you need to drop the baby off, when you gonna come pick the baby up. That's all I hear her saying. You need to communicate better. That don't mean that the child dad is not communicating. It sounds to me their mama dropped that boy off, and they may not hear from her until she get ready to come pick him up. That's what it sounds to me.
That's possible.
So
I can't say that.
so saying you need to communicate, that don't mean that the dad is not communicating. That mean the dad is, I don't know when she coming to pick him up. I don't know what her plans is. She just dropped him off. Okay, and when she said every now and then, meaning you bring the baby over to our house for us to babysit him, and we don't know when you coming back. So don't bring him over here and it be 2 or 3 days and he's over here. So every now and then, that's cool. Bring him over here. Now and then could mean 50-50. We don't know what
So
now and then mean.
see, I disagree because
I'm raising my hand, coach. Put me in,
all
coach.
right,
Yeah, I
give
disagree
Put
me a
with
me in,
you. I
second. All
coach.
right,
disagree.
all right. I'll
Put
put
me in,
you in right.
coach.
I'm putting you right next. After I say this, I disagree with you Black, because I'm taking the words that what she's saying at face value. She literally says he's the baby daddy, and we are. And he can watch him. He can get him every now and then. That's
Okay,
the
I
word.
get that. But you don't know how much he has the baby right now.
So that to me, literally is what she's saying is he is part time. That's what
No,
she's saying.
okay.
No, it's not. But
If
that's
you
I don't
got,
get that.
hold on, if
That's
you got your
what she's
grandbaby
saying though.
for, if you got your grandbaby for, we're gonna say 10 months out of a year,
Hmm.
and the mama, you don't know when the mama come picking them up, and you making arrangements, and you just eating it, and then you get frustrated, and you say, okay, you need to communicate better.
Hmm.
You need every now and then it's okay for you to bring them over to the house because we don't know if the son stays with the grandmama or not. We don't. I mean, stay with his mom or not. We can speculate, but we don't know that.
Hmm.
So again, we are arguing based on half information.
Yeah, we are.
But just because somebody said the grandmother says every now and then doesn't mean that she's saying that he's gonna be part time.
So
We don't know.
before I'm about to come to you, Miss B, I just got this last question. You can't take from what she's saying that the fact that the daddy ain't got him more than the mother. You can't. I mean, you can clearly see the daddy is a part time father from what the mother is saying. From what
I
the mother is
disagree.
saying. Okay.
I
I
I I
100%
I, I,
disagree.
I don't get that.
I don't get that. I don't get that at all.
All right.
I'm like, I think
Miss
it's
B,
opposite.
So do I. I think it's opposite.
Miss B, is she there?
Okay. So yeah, I'm here. So first of all, I appreciate everybody's opinions, right?
Mhm.
You
Shipwreck is,
strong black,
baby.
you strong black man on this call. I love it. I appreciate your opinion. I don't think we're arguing, but I think a good debate is good for the soul. So ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
I would like to say, now y'all backtracking because at first y'all was like, she said y'all need to communicate. Y'all, she was putting it on
I
both of them.
never said
And then,
that.
yes, y'all
I
did.
never
Yes, y'all
said
did.
that.
Yes, y'all
Hold on.
did.
Wait,
Yes,
wait,
y'all
wait.
did.
Let her
Yes,
talk.
y'all did.
I got her.
No, no,
Yeah, I
it's
got
my
you. Go
turn.
ahead.
I waited. I waited
Yes,
my
ma'am.
turn. Yes, y'all did.
Hmm.
Y'all said
No, I didn't.
y'all said the grandmother said y'all need
I
to
said that.
communicate. And I
I
said
did.
she never said y'all, she said you.
Hmm.
So she's putting the
Hmm.
blunt of the responsibility on the mother, as opposed to, like I said at first, it should be co-parenting. Both of them should have the same amount of responsibility to this child because both of them laid down and made that child with nobody else present, as far as we know, when they made that baby. So I don't think it's the grandmother's responsibility. Also, I definitely think it's both the parents' responsibility, but I feel like the grandmother is a mother to her son, and she gonna defend him to the death. I have a son too, and I will do the same thing. I'm gonna defend my son. Now I will handle this situation a little bit different because my son ain't gonna never be no deadbeat. But anyway, the mother is going to defend her son, period. But the mother is putting the most of the responsibility, the grandmother is putting the responsibility on the mother, as opposed to saying, hey, what can we do to help you guys co-parent together? Because don't nobody have no more responsibility than the other. No parent. The mama don't have more responsibility than the dad, and the dad don't have more responsibility than the mother. But y'all backtracking because I don't know who said it. Black, maybe you didn't say it, but one of y'all, somebody said
Okay,
she
but
I
but
said
did.
but you but
y'all.
you but you
I'm
said y'all,
hold on.
Y'all.
so
Let me
that
say
means
something.
me
No,
is part of y'all, and I didn't.
She didn't say y'all.
Let's
Go,
we good.
I'm done. Y'all go for it.
go ahead, Ronnie.
So
And
so so,
then
so
let's
this whole conversation is I don't know thing pros at times. I'm almost
She never said
say
y'all. She never said
hold on.
y'all. She said
Yeah, she never
you.
said y'all.
She
yeah,
She
never
never
said
said.
never
y'all.
say y'all.
She
She
put it
said
on
you.
the mother. She
Yeah.
said you need to communicate.
Okay.
We're relaxed.
Even say you need to communicate more. So how to communicate it in the wrong way. I don't know. However, I do not see it the other way than one, if you are a parent, and I said this at the very beginning of me speaking, we're getting this on half parts of the information. That's one. The second thing, if you're so concerned, is that mother never ever mentioned anything about her child in that situation. Period.
Bingo.
The only time that she, let's go back to wherever that place is with your daddy. What does that
She
say
was
about
looking
what?
at him.
Bingo.
She was
Oh,
looking
wait,
at
I
him.
didn't
She
say
knew he was
a word.
eyes.
Why does
Listen,
she
I
need
didn't
to?
say a word.
Why does she need to?
I didn't,
Why does she need to?
Hold on. Let him finish, and then we come back to you, Key.
you need to go back to whatever it is with your daddy, right? How she said that. So if you want to somehow or another, the parents and the mom or the dad is telling his dad or his mom, what do you think that mother's talking to her son about with her dad, or about his dad? You know what I mean? So don't we get on half parts of this whole story. We don't know the dynamics of that relationship. We don't know either way. We don't know if the dad, in my opinion, I think that he's staying the baby with the parent or the grandparent, mom, and his dad, not the mother. That's just in my opinion. Wrong. I'm not right.
I
This
doubt
is
it.
just what I.
Yeah, I
This is
doubt
what
it too.
I get out of this,
Yeah.
right? So this is what I get out of it, right? So in my perspective, y'all talk. I talked
Yeah,
about my
Mhm.
I'm a
perspective
grandparent.
before, right? So
I'm a
so
grandparent.
so my my point is, like, I got raised by my grandmother. I know how I'm saying it's my point, right? But the whole thing is, like, even if a child is being talked to from either side of that fence, that child is not, well, in my opinion, I'm not a child. I'm not that baby. I don't know what the dynamics is. But there's no way in hell that my grandmother ever talked ill about my mom. Ever. She wouldn't even allow it. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, and
Mhm.
I stayed with my grandmother, and my grandmother was my dad's mom. Does that make
Mhm.
sense? So a lot of
Yeah.
times, like,
Same
again,
situation. That was the same
depends
situation
on
with him, with
it
the little
depends
boy.
on it depends on the dynamics of that family. We don't know it, and we're making decisions off what we have asked know about this stuff because of our own traumas and history. The mom is frustrated. The grandmother's frustrated, I should say. She's in the middle of it. She's in the
Mhm.
middle of it. She's like, you both need to you need to.
She didn't say you both.
Yeah, she didn't say you both.
She
Yeah,
said you.
She didn't
that's
say.
what he keeps getting wrong. He
Yeah.
keeps
No,
getting
can you
that
Yep.
hear me?
wrong.
You
So,
steady
He
trying to
keeps
defend
getting
her.
that
so that
wrong.
so,
He keeps getting
can
that
you hear
wrong.
me?
Yeah, we
So
got you, but we just fixing what you're saying because she never said you both. She said you need to communicate.
no. I said that. I said she said you need to communicate more. Doesn't mean I own up what I say. I don't backtrack. I
Yeah.
never backtrack. I never backtrack on what I say, right? Because this
Hmm.
is my perspective,
Is this being
right? So
recorded?
the whole thing is
Yeah.
It
it's,
is? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Go back and listen to it. Go back and listen
Yeah, you'll see it later.
to this and
You'll
listen
see
to
what you
how I
said later when the video
before
comes
hold
out.
on.
Yeah.
Go see
Go
what
back.
you
Go
said.
back and watch the video, sir.
Go watch the video. What you
on.
said.
I know exactly what I said. When you go back and you listen to what I said when I first started, I said before we even start on this conversation, we are listening to half-ass truth, and then I said what I had to say. If you want to
We're not talking about that. We're talking about you
be more
saying that
precise. Yes,
it,
no,
y'all.
you can't talk about a piece. No. You're not going to
We're
talk about a
saying you
piece of it. You're going to talk
misquoted the
about the whole
grandmother.
part.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. You
We're
misquoted.
just
And I
saying
said,
you
and I
misquoted
no,
the
no.
I
grandmother.
hope.
Just let him go back and
And I
watch the
said,
recording.
and I said, I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? I said, even if she said that, she's telling the mom, the baby's mom, hey, you need to communicate more. Even if she
Confidence
said that,
you.
she ain't got to say y'all. Y'all is irrelevant in this whole situation. Obviously, they both
It
need
is
to
not.
But
communicate.
that's not what
It
you
is
said.
not.
All right, Ronnie, we're gonna let Vanessa go. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Go ahead.
Um, where to start? I think the first thing I would say is that I don't think this is a situation exclusive to any race. I can't speak for any culture but my own, and I'm white, so
I
there
agree.
isn't one. I think it's a universal single parent problem. But I also think that the misogyny in the room is something that is hard to check, and it's hard to filter what you think about a situation without your misogyny getting in the way. And I don't mean you to a specific person, that's the general you, right? If you have misogyny, it filters the way you view things. And I think that as a society, we are run on misogyny, and we expect mothers, be they grandmothers or great grandmothers, aunts, whatever, the female members of the family are supposed to clean up the messes, bear the brunt, pick up the slack, remember the schedule, balance the checkbook, remember what groceries we need for the recipe, be there on time, remember who goes where. And when people separate and the female was doing the majority of those things because of the way the structure of the relationship was, and then now the man is being asked to pick some of that up. And this could be, we could switch genders. I'm not saying that this is always one direction or the other. I'm going to use what I think is happening in the video. I think the female probably always took care of the schedule and always did the things and always made sure the baby's childcare was covered when dad had to work. And now that he's got to be responsible for 50% of the things that this child is doing, he's found another woman to lean on, his mother, and she's sick of cleaning up his mess. And maybe she does express her frustration with him on that, but she's not making him fix it. She still has the baby. He still went to work. And now she's having the conversation with the co-parent instead of making him have the conversation with his co-parent. There is an imbalance of responsibility in our society. But in this video, that grandma and that boy are the victims. The baby is fine, by the way. When his mom responds to him, he says, open the door. And she says, you just go home with daddy. She changes the tone of her voice. She's not snapping at him. She's not dismissing him. She gives him enough information to continue to be secure with his grandmother and keep walking down the sidewalk. So, Ronnie, I disagree with you that she was flippant or dismissive of her child. I think she gave him a button of information because, first of all, he wasn't supposed to be on her doorstep. He's supposed to be on daddy's parenting time. I don't know. Rant's over, I guess.
We don't know that. And then if you want to do that tidbit at the beginning to him, right? You for me, you got to use the entire piece, not just
I
the
did use the
crust. You
entire.
got to do that. So what did she say at the end? If you're going to use again and change tone, how did her
What did
tone
she
change
say
at the end?
What did she say at the end?
Go back to wherever her dad is with your daddy.
No,
Go back to
That's what she
South
said.
Central with your
With
she
your
said
daddy.
daddy.
the
Yeah,
That's what
that's
she
tone.
exactly
said.
the way
What's
I
wrong
would
with
say
Ronnie,
it.
that? Go
Ronnie,
Hey,
back with your
Vanessa
dad.
said the tone to the
Go ahead.
child, not the tone to the grandmother. The tone to the
Oh,
child,
she was
not
talking.
to the
Wait.
grandmother.
yeah, I'm saying she calmed her
Who was
voice down when she spoke to her
Oh,
son.
no.
You may
No.
not agree with the structure of her sentence, but she was not rude
Right.
to him or
Oh,
mean to him. She's saying, nope, you're going back to dad's house now in a way that everybody
say no.
understood.
No, no, no,
No.
no.
I'm
You
paraphrasing.
He's
I'm
paraphrasing, sir.
paraphrasing. I'm Uh, speaking of, he's
Oh
quoting
my God.
grandma.
Hold on.
Let her finish, Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Oh my
Let her
God.
finish, Ronnie.
She
Come
can
on, let her finish.
paraphrase.
Come on.
Nobody has
I'm,
a
I'm,
memory. Everything happened.
I'm gonna paraphrase because
Very
I
good memory.
No, sir.
Go ahead. Go
Oh
ahead,
my
Vanessa.
God.
Go ahead.
I beg the difference.
Come on.
I'm
Come
going
on,
to
You
Vanessa.
or y'all rewatch the
I'm
video.
gonna paraphrase because I think that it's important to explain what the mother's message was as I received it, which was, "You're okay. Go on home to daddy." And that's the end of the conversation. The child was not upset. He was with a safe person. They should not have spoken to each other, the grown-ups, the way that they did. They're
Yeah,
wrong for that.
that was
But I think their
yeah.
frustration is probably equally justified, even though they're not really frustrated with each other. They're
Right.
frustrated with the dad. And he's
The
not
Wait,
decision.
around enough to deal with it, apparently, because he's at work, whatever.
you
But
Shimmy,
say
let me
I was
ask you.
early. You say child.
no, I
Not
said he
about what his
wasn't
mother
upset
said.
about the way she spoke to him.
Okay.
He was not upset about his conversation with his mother. He didn't start crying and go, "Why aren't you letting me inside?" He turned around, "Oh, okay, I'm
Because
going
he
with
don't
dad.
live
That's
there. That's
right,"
why.
and started walking. That's what I was saying he wasn't upset
I
about.
don't think it's that he doesn't live there. I just
That
think
man,
that there are certain ways that people there are
Okay.
certain ways that people talk to their children.
Okay.
Right.
Whether
You
we
don't
think
think
it's right
so?
or
I
wrong.
think so. I got a question,
There-
Ship.
said,
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
I know you do a lot of research. Have you found the
Mhm.
other information to this?
I have
Have
not, but
you?
I will look forward to
Please,
find
please,
the next
please look
5.
for it because again, we are all giving you our opinion based on what we think happened, and everybody trying to call everybody else wrong when it's our opinion. So I respect everybody's opinion, but if I tell somebody you need to do something, it's because they are not doing it. Point. Period. And I think every woman on this call, if their child showed up at their doorstep, they would be more concerned than go back to your daddy.
Okay.
That's just my opinion because
100%.
I
Opinion
know if
coach.
my child showed up at my doorstep, his mama brought him over, and he's at my doorstep. I'm unlocking the door, and let him in, and said, "Daddy, be home in a minute,"
She wasn't there.
and I'm
Mm.
leaving wherever I am. I'm not gonna send my child back to somebody who's at my door telling me I need to come get my child or I need to communicate
100%.
better. You know what? The door is open. Let my child in, and I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm gonna deal with you later.
Oh, so you gonna leave the
That's
child
how.
there by
That's
You
how.
himself?
gonna leave him by himself,
What
You
if
gonna
bro?
leave
it's
him
a
by
chronic
himself?
No,
Shit.
problem?
You're
no.
not gonna leave him by
Hold
himself.
on.
Now, obviously
Hold
not.
on. We
Who
all
got
on this
time?
call grew up by ourselves. Stop that.
Oh,
That's
so
true.
that's
Stop
okay
that.
then.
They're still
You
Stop
know
gonna
that's
get
that.
the
illegal,
law.
sir.
They're still gonna call the
Stop
people
that.
on
Stop.
her.
Stop.
He need
Stop.
to be 13, sir.
Yeah, they still gonna call the
All
people
right,
Wait,
on
wait,
her
all
for
wait,
right.
wait.
leaving him
Go
alone.
back
So
to Black.
no,
Then
let's
all
just
our
settle
boys
Black,
the
need to
stuff
be in
up.
you
jail.
really leave him by himself
You gonna leave
instead
him
of
by
go with
yourself
his
because you
natural
grew up staying by
grandmother?
yourself. You grew
Right.
up wearing not wearing a
No.
seatbelt too. But I
No
bet you wear
idea.
it today. You know what I'm trying to
My
say.
my
Don't be
child.
like
What
My
if
that.
child.
it's a
Yeah.
chronic
If
problem?
if if somebody brought my child to my front door,
Not
I'm
somebody.
opening
You
them
gon'
in.
you gonna
I'm
be like, I'm
opening
gonna
the
open the
door.
What if
door.
That's
she
Just put
was
him in
at
the
grandmother.
work
house.
too?
I'm
What
gonna
if
open
she
the
was
door.
at
Just
work
put him in
too?
there.
What if
Okay.
it's a
How do you know
chronic
she wasn't?
problem and they do this every
Not
other
this
Oh,
trip.
weekend
what
while
if?
she's
What
trying
if?
to
What
have
if?
her
We
time?
not what ifing. I'm
Now,
No,
saying
but I am
somebody.
what I think.
If somebody brought my child
I
to
love
my
it.
front door and said, "You need to find a babysitter," I'm opening the door for my child and letting them in and say, "I'm on my way home."
Just put him in there.
Period.
Okay.
Even
Just
if
put
that's
him
the
in there.
100%.
Period.
grandmother.
And
He'll
Even
be
what
if
if
fine.
that's the
every
grandmother.
time,
You
what
going to
if
jail,
every
sir.
time it's on dad's time, grandma brings him over
Oh,
early?
we don't know
And
that,
put him in the
Vanessa.
No, but I'm
house.
We don't
asking, how
know.
That's
would
what
you
you're giving him
You
respond
can't
in
permission to
say
that
that.
case?
do. That's
How
what you're
would you
giving
Okay,
him
respond
permission
in
to
that
do.
what
case?
if
Just
when
put
the
him in
grandma
there.
hold on? Okay, so you want to play what if question. What if when the grandma left because the mama said go back to dad's house and something happened to the baby over there? What if? We can't what if. We can only go by what we saw. And I'm telling you, and I don't care how y'all feel about talking about calling the police. When the police show up at my door, I'm gonna tell them what happened. The
No,
grandma
because the
brought my
baby gonna be
baby to
by
the front
himself.
door.
You're not even
The
gonna be there to tell him what happened. The baby gonna be there by itself.
Lord
Because
have
you just
mercy.
Y'all
told
need
you
to
I
just
could
listen.
unlocked the
agree
door
with
and told the
Listen.
you.
grandmother to put him in
Lord
there.
have mercy.
I could agree with you. Maybe I leave work and go pick him up from her.
That's I
Maybe
said
is a
that like
better
5 times.
solution.
I
Oh,
said that
okay,
like
but
5 times.
okay,
Or
but
You
I
I
out
am
go
here.
to 7-Eleven down the street from my job, but
Is
don't
my
bring
right.
my kid in
is
there and
my
leave him by
shit working?
himself.
Okay, but also
You just meet
maybe
me
she's
down the at the
behaving
I
this
can't
spot.
wait till
way.
y'all go back and listen to this.
maybe the
How you gonna
mom is
open the
behaving
door?
this way because this is a chronic problem
It's
where
repetitive.
dad is always
Exactly.
putting this
It's
on her
repetitive.
and she's done and they've
Okay,
already
so
gone.
why can't y'all look at the chronic problem being the mother always putting it
Of
on the
course.
grandmother?
Of
Why
course.
can't
Because
y'all
I'm
look at it that
listening
way?
to what
Here's
the
why I can't.
grandmother
Here's
Because
why I
said.
the
can't is because
grandmother's
of what the
mind
grandmother
frame is
says.
he the
That's why
baby
I
Right.
can't.
daddy.
Because
He
of
can
what
keep
the
him every
grandmother
now
is
and
saying.
then.
Yeah,
That's
that's why I
why.
can't. That's why I can't.
That's
Because she literally
why. Because the
says,
grandmother's mind frame. The
yeah,
grandmother said he just the baby daddy. He can keep him
yep,
every now and then.
yep.
That's why. Now,
That's
if
why.
the grandmother was like,
Okay, so
hey,
he
he
can
got
keep
this
them
baby
every now
all the
and then.
time. Hold
Why?
what you got.
Because he's
Hold
having them
what you got. You
100% of the
ask your
time.
question, allow me to answer.
That's
You
not.
ask a question,
You
allow me to
you make
answer.
it. You are literally putting that in your own mind there, Black, because that's not what she said. We taking
That's not
literally
what
the
she
facts of what
said.
she
Okay, but
said.
y'all taking what she said as every now and then, meaning like he can only keep them
Right.
10% of the time or
No, 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 no,
20%
no,
of
no.
the
Right.
time.
Listen to
Yes,
every
yes, y'all are.
the
Yes.
entire sentence. The entire sentence
I
is
agree. I
he's a
agree, Black.
baby daddy. He's not a babysitter. He can keep him every now and then. That's what she
Okay,
said.
so what's
You
what's
need
every
to
now
find
and
a
then?
babysitter.
You need to find a baby. So to me, tells me that the baby is with him part time.
No, how'd you get
Not
that?
even
No,
part time.
That's what
no,
Every
she
I
now and
don't get
said.
that.
then.
That's what the
Every now
grandmother
and
said.
No.
then.
Every now and then.
Every now and then.
Okay,
It's not even
okay,
part
so
time.
hold on. So if somebody if I got some if somebody came and said you can do this every now and then, that means that I'm doing it all the time now. I'm
Facts.
tired of doing it
That's a
all the
fact.
time. I'm
I
doing it
need you to
part.
look.
I
You
can do every
Ebonics
do it now
dictionary,
and
sir.
then.
Not the truth.
What you doing, Black, is you cutting out a piece of the sentence and then you adding your own
No,
context to it.
No, I'm not.
Instead of
Yes,
taking
you
the
are.
sentence
no,
Absolutely
for
not.
what it is.
no, you're
Yes, you
not.
absolutely are.
Absolutely
You're not
not.
taking the sentence for what the sentence
So
really
wait,
is.
quick. Hey, real quick. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
If mom is saying, I just want you guys to listen.
Okay.
If grandmother is saying my son can keep him every now and then, means what? That
Your
That
means that
means
he's already
expectations
keeping
are
them
too
every now and then.
high.
Oh,
Lower your
hear me out.
expectations.
hold on.
Wait,
Go ahead.
Just
That's
no,
what
ask
it
the
no,
means.
that's
question.
not.
Lower your expectations.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
I just want to make this. I want to build the. So if grandmother's saying, "Hey, my son can keep him," I'm sorry, the daddy, whatever you want to call it, can keep him every now and then.
The
What
baby
does that
daddy.
suggest? Wait? Is that suggesting that he's keeping them every now and then now, or is that suggesting that he's keeping them a lot, but he should be keeping them only every now and then?
I'm
Which
not
one
gonna
do
go
you
with
guys think it
suggestion.
is?
I'm gonna go with what it's
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
It is
I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying.
asking.
Go with
It
what
is
it
I'm
saying that
is.
you
asking the
can keep
question.
them every now and then.
Yeah,
Okay,
every
so
now and
so
then.
so
If that
okay, as
grandmother,
Either way,
listen,
either way,
if he's listen, if
either
grandmother,
way, either way.
listen, no, if Greg can
But
keep him every
the
day, that means that would suggest, in my opinion, that he's already doing them more than every now and then. Does that make sense? Because if he's already doing it
No,
every
no,
now and then,
no.
That's the
no,
complete
it
it would
does
be
opposite
not
of
like,
make
what
Doesn't
she
make
sense.
hold on,
sense.
hold
said.
on,
That's the
No,
hold on.
Doesn't
complete
make sense.
no.
opposite of what
And
she
even
said.
and even if that's the grandmother's
All
mind
right,
frame, let's just take what you said as face
go ahead,
value. He keep him all the
go
time,
ahead.
but the grandmother saying he ain't got to keep him all the time. He can keep him every now and then. That's still a messed up way to think about
That's
it.
the messed way. Yeah,
No,
that's
you
messed
can't
That's
up.
a
flip
messed
flop.
up
No, no,
way
no,
to
But you
no.
think
We're
gotta.
not
about it.
flip flopping. We're
He
not
keep him
flip
all the
flopping. You got
time,
to
but
stand on what you
he only needs
said.
to keep him every
You have to
now and
stand
then.
That's
on what you
Stop it.
said.
Stop
He's
it.
not
right.
flip
And I'm
Your
flopping.
standing on it.
philosophy
And I'm
can't
standing
work.
on it.
He's not flip
Philosophy
I'm
That's
just
what
can't
I'm
trying
work.
to take
saying.
what you're saying and give you credit for what you're saying. Let's just say the father is keeping him all the time, but now the grandmother's like,
Mhm.
no, he can only keep him every now and then. Why? Why is every
What you
now
Because
and
mean?
he
then
ain't
Why?
keeping the
okay?
What you mean?
kid.
You
He's
Why
not
is
you
every
keeping
now
literally
the
and
just
then
said
kid.
that.
okay?
All of y'all literally just said obviously that he isn't doing what he's supposed to be doing. That's what y'all said,
You're not listening,
right?
sir.
You
And you
gotta
She's
can't you
playing
can't
realize
devil's
no.
I'm gonna go
advocate
back
with
on
you,
mute because you're
Ronnie.
not listening. Or
She's
maybe you're
playing devil's
listening, but you're not
advocate.
trying to listen for understanding. So
I
I'm gonna go
can't wait
back
till
on
y'all go
mute.
back and
Yeah.
listen to
Bye.
it.
Can I
I
just
don't.
say one
I
thing?
can't. I cannot wait.
She also said he is not a babysitter. So that to me says he ain't keeping him. He
Right.
said he is not a babysitter. He
He's
can
a
keep
baby
him every
daddy.
now and then. He a
Yes,
He's a
baby
ma'am.
baby
daddy.
daddy. That
Yes,
part.
He ain't
ma'am.
That
keeping
was
that baby all the time.
suggest. That was just that
oh,
he's
that
keeping
to
them a
me,
lot more
she's
than
saying that
what
he
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 is.
keep the baby
Right.
all the time. He's the
No.
No,
babysitter.
Right.
That's what that's.
No,
no,
No.
What?
no, I don't
Oh
get
no.
that.
my God!
Every
Stop
word out of
I
playing.
grandma's
do.
Come
mouth
on.
was
Hey, Bobby, can I
permission
say
for
something for a
her
second?
son to be a part-time father.
I do kind of very, very smallly understand what they're saying now. I can see that perspective of what Ronnie and Blackhead. I can see now where they hear it that way. I do understand what you're saying. Where it seems like that he can have all the time, and the grandmother is saying that, hey, he have them all the time. It should be every now and then, not all the time. I hear how they see that, so I see how we have different perspectives on either way. So that's why
Thank you, thank you,
That
Keith.
ain't what she
I do
said.
understand
That ain't what she
it could come
said.
out
That's
that
not
way,
what she
but
said.
I
She
don't
didn't
That
say
ain't what
he
she
has them
said.
all the
I don't
time.
believe that to be the case though on this
You got to
situation.
realize too,
Okay,
Keith.
Okay,
well,
Think
listen to
about
what
this,
she
Keith.
Hold
said.
on, Rick.
Think
But
about this,
I,
y'all. If he was had that baby all the time and that mother never had that baby or very rarely had that baby, trust and believe me, she would have said it. She would have shown up said
That
it. You
part.
don't even
I
keep
agree.
your
That
own
part.
baby.
You don't do
She the
nothing. You
demeanor that
always sit
grandmother's
there.
had.
that's
that's
And I
true.
think
speculation.
the thing is pulling the onion all the way back. The
Wait.
grandmother
I want
don't even
to say
like
something.
her.
Huh?
She went to her house without calling. She don't even have her phone
She
number.
don't even
So
have a
that was a
phone number.
disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah.
And then the way her,
Hmm.
no matter what you're doing, your
And then the
approach is
baby
going to
like
determine
5. The baby 5, and you
your,
don't have the
your
baby mama phone
approach.
number
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
after
calm.
5 years.
Your approach to any situation is going to determine
I'm
the
told you,
outcome.
yes,
If
you
she
went.
had
Hey,
walked up to that door and say, "Hey, Keisha, we here. I got Junior. Are you here? What time you'll be back?" That would have
Right.
been completely different. The grandmother
but
is
Holly,
just as screwed
what
up
if this not?
as the mama.
What if this is not the first time where the baby, I mean, where the grandmother is constantly trying to
I thought we
contact her?
weren't doing
She got to
that.
come over there.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. I thought we
Because
weren't doing that.
again,
That's true.
Black, like I said, your approach, she didn't get anything
What if it is
accomplished.
the
She
first
got
time?
zero accomplished. She is the elder
There
in
go
this
that what if.
situation,
There go that
and
what
she
if.
didn't get anything accomplished. She didn't establish
We've
no
been what ifing
communication.
all day, so
She
don't
did
start
not
because I said it.
determine. She did not determine what time she would be coming
I,
home. She didn't get anything.
I
All her
okay.
goals was null and
I,
void when she
I,
walked up to the door with her little funky
Absolutely.
attitude.
I
That
agree
part.
with. I agree that the grandmother did not handle it correctly. She
Yeah, I think
should
we all
have been
agree.
the
We said
calm
that.
voice.
We all
Yeah,
said
that's what I'm
that.
saying. We all
Everybody
agree that.
on that.
We
Yeah.
Yeah.
all agree to that. So saying how the
Mhm.
grandmother handled it, we all agree that she didn't handle it correctly. But what we have our differences is why she did and filling in the gaps on why she did what she did. That's the issue. And again, we can go until the cows come home about
We can.
how we feel, and it's all based on how we grew up,
Right.
how we all this. So
Mhm.
again, I respect all y'all opinion. I just think that that child is with the grandmother, which is the dad's mother, more than she's with her own. Mommy, I'm sorry, with his own mom, because he didn't say, "Mommy, let me in the house." He didn't say that.
He didn't say that. I will say
He
that.
did. He
He
said,
said,
"Open the
"Open the
door."
Because
door."
He
if
said,
He
that
said,
was
"Open the
his
open the
door."
house,
door.
Yeah.
if
Why
that
he
was
didn't
his
say? Why
house,
he didn't say, "Grandmother, take me back to my daddy"?
because
Right,
she
that
brought him over
part.
there, she's like,
He
"I'm about
did
to
say
take you to
open the
your
door.
mama house."
He said,
He
open
did
the
say
See,
open.
door.
Black
Yes, he did.
He said,
and
"Open the
Grandma,
Black.
door,"
open the door.
but he
If
didn't
that
say.
mother was as deadbeat as y'all trying to make her out to be, that grandma would have
We didn't say
put
she
it out
did
on Front
me.
Street.
Right.
We
I
didn't say
agree
she
with
was
that.
She
deadbeat.
would have put
I'm
it on
just mad
Front
that
No,
she
Street
what
and
I,
left
been like, "You ain't never
you, and I
got
don't
this
we
like
didn't
baby."
call
you.
her my.
Personally, I
He
think
said
I
all
Bobby,
of that.
We didn't call
when
her
I say
But
grandma
she
it's
pulled
so
your
deadbeat.
it's
We
pulled
so
didn't.
your
easy
shoe
for
back,
y'all to defend the mother, but then y'all calling the dad a deadbeat.
I'm going off of what the
Correct.
grandmom's saying. I'm going off the
His
fact
own
what the
mama is the one
grandmom's
who said
saying.
it.
And I think and I didn't get what you were saying at first, Vanessa, when you said she was lowering expectations, but I completely understand what you're saying now. That's exactly what the to me, what the grandma was saying is he can't keep this baby, as much as you want him to. He can keep this baby every now and then, which is so whatever
That
so
would
you think you're
suggest
supposed to give, you're
that
supposed to give
suggests he's capable of a
give him
lot more than she think.
and one thing
That's
I'm
just
also
my
also
thoughts.
say, one thing I'm also say, and keeping them go to you is obviously in this situation they need to have something written down from a court that every
Yep.
other
Correct.
weekend, every other
Yeah.
Wednesday. I mean, they need
it won't
something in writing
matter. It won't
instead of the
matter.
free. It may not matter. It may not matter, but it's still that way. You can say this is when you're supposed to have them, when you're not supposed to have them, and
True,
stuff like
true,
that,
true that, true that. Yeah.
and
All
just
I was
go
saying,
from
So
there.
here's my point.
I wasn't gonna say
I'm
anything.
sorry. Go ahead, Keith.
I I don't know which way it is with this parent, and I'm just an advocate for the kid. I'm the kid advocate because that's
Yeah.
all I do. But I like this conversation that we're having. This is a very good conversation to know that when law enforcement and CPS does come out, this is exactly what happens. And I'm glad we're all having this conversation. Even whatever happens between the parents and the grandparents, I just hope we just focus on that child because
I
I agree.
I think it's
that's
worse
it.
than if police came out because
I think so
we
too.
are all black. I know Vanessa, you ain't black, but you black.
Yeah, yeah. Vanessa,
So
Vanessa.
And we think we know how we think and we know what we've been through, so we can have these kind of conversations
Yeah.
and dialogue and point the finger here and there. But when you have somebody that is not from us having
Yeah.
had our
Yeah.
experiences, they're gonna look at us based on their lens.
Mm-hmm.
So it is how other people think of us, or coming into a situation where they got to decipher on, well, this person left out this and this person left out that, and you ain't telling me the whole truth. And
Yeah.
I'm looking at this right here, so this is what I think happened. And you be like, how the hell you get that from what I just told you?
But
So
that's what
yes,
we did.
from that perspective, this conversation is great because it's we filling in the blanks on what we think happened based on
Yeah.
our own
Yeah.
experiences.
And
So great.
words matter though. So that's what's happening here. Words matter. We're
Words
even
matters.
debating on what actually we have to repeat it so many times because words matter and
Yeah.
how they said it. If it's y'all or you all, him, you and her, we went back and forth on that. So it
Yeah,
really does matter.
yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Even like I'm with you, Keith. Go back at the beginning and listen to what I said before I even started talking. My most important objective was the kid, right? You go back and that's how I started before I even got into any of this gambit. It's like, why is this child here? That's the one thing. Like, why is he? He shouldn't have been there. We already agreed to that, right? Early. This
We
is like
agree.
in the
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
beginning of all of this, right? But the whole point is like, what frustrated the grandmother so much? If her son is only keeping this child for a little bit of time, what point of not having that child did it frustrate the grandmother to bring him to his mother's house? That to me doesn't make any sense. If he's only keeping him a short amount of time, what mother? So you're going to your mother's.
Vanessa has an answer
It's
to
not.
that.
Yeah, Vanessa has an answer. Go
Okay.
ahead,
So
Vanessa.
so tell me
Hold
this.
on,
Yes,
Tell me
ma'am.
this.
Go ahead.
hold on, Miss B.
What
Let's
No,
what
go ahead. Let her
Okay.
go.
okay. Go ahead.
Let her go.
Go ahead, Miss B.
what frustrated the mother so much to where she's saying, "No,
Mhm.
your son needs to deal with this." What frustrated the mother so much?
Right.
Maybe because the
No.
dad don't have the son. Maybe because this is a
Mm,
reoccurring event. So you talking about what frustrated the grandmother? What frustrated the mother?
Right.
What? Y'all
I,
not looking at
We
it from
all
the
have to.
mom's point of view.
And
That's what
in
this boils
none of
down to.
Yeah, yes, we
and
are.
No,
none of
you're
the
let
feedback.
not.
me read this
we
question.
need to
I
look
want,
at.
I want you guys to answer this question. This came
We need
from
to be.
Jamal. She said, not a sitter, not a babysitter. He's a baby daddy. Is that to indicate that when the mother has the kid and has to go to work, that she needs to find a sitter? That's what it sounds like to me.
Thank you, Jamal. Yes.
That's what it sounds like to me. That when the mom has to go to work, she needs to find a sitter. That's what it sounds like.
But if we're co-parenting and we
Yeah.
both have the best interest of the child at heart, if the father is available to keep the kid, then why
But,
not
but,
the
but,
father
but I
keep
will
the
say,
We
kid?
I will
we
say,
adding in a
we
lot of
will say,
stuff.
Here,
yeah, because the father
here's
was
the
not, the
ifs.
father had to go
Here's
to
the
work, and
ifs.
that's why the grandma had it. 'Cause that's what the
Okay.
grandma said.
Right.
So let's play with that premise, okay? Because that
What if?
explained like that could be that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
So the child is with the father, the mother goes to work, and now the father goes to
Has to go
work.
to
And
work.
somehow it's the mother's
The
problem to
mother's
solve where the
responsibility
child
to get a
goes when the
babysitter.
father left for work.
Yeah.
How? How is it the
Why?
mother's responsibility? Why don't they have an agreement? Or if grandma is the agreement, why is she mad at mom that
Yeah.
mom had to go to
Yep,
work?
exactly.
Why is it
That
on her? And I
exactly.
have to say this because what I know of the fantastic men in front of me right now, we've
That
been talking
part.
on this podcast since COVID. I've been involved in this podcast with especially the
No.
three of you, four of you. Bobby, I wasn't counting you just now. I don't know why. Okay, I know what exceptional men you are. I know your hearts. I know how you think about things. I know how you care about people. I hear you argue and debate things all the time. You are exceptional men, and you need to give yourself more credit for being so far above the bar because the bar is hell. And I'm telling you, it's it's so frequently not the mom. And I don't care what anybody says about how like the statistics and
Absolutely.
I'm telling you right now, the bar is in hell's basement. It
The
is
bar is too low.
it's
What I said
too
at
low.
first.
Our
It's too
society
low.
is set up to put all of this on mothers, and you're exceptional, and you can't wrap that your brains around acting like a man that the women in this podcast think this man is right now. But what I
Yep.
did notice is as exceptional as all of you are, very few of you had criticism for how the man is treating his son.
That
I know
part.
he's not in the video, but his absence should speak volumes to you. Why are these two women solving this problem on their own? It
Without
should
the
be a
dad.
man and a woman solving this problem.
She
Grandma
at
should
work
not.
too.
Correct.
That's
She
the
at work
question
I
I
too.
agree.
had. I have the same question as Vanessa.
Listen.
How did the son end up with grandma in the first place? That's
That
my.
part.
I'm
Yeah,
right there with
okay,
Vanessa.
we getting to it now.
What
I
happened?
think that really came from the father. From the father had responsibility,
That's his part.
Yep.
That's part.
and then it got laid on to the mother.
On the grandmother.
I don't
Mom.
think any man here would do that. Any man would. I wouldn't make my mom do that. No man here would do that.
No. This is an
No man.
exceptional
We're not
collection of
talking about
And we
people.
just
y'all.
again
We're
we
not
doing
talking about y'all.
it.
Y'all just defending him.
Yeah, because
No.
we don't know, because
Yeah.
it could have been the
Yeah.
the father had the baby the day before, and the mother didn't come pick him up because she had to go to work, and the father got to go to work, and it was like, no, you're supposed to come pick him up this morning, or you supposed to come picking him up last night. So now the mother's at work, like, no, your mama can keep him. She ain't doing nothing, and it's like,
Go
no,
back
if
to
you got to
South
go to
Central
work,
with your dad.
go to get a babysitter because you're supposed to have a child right now. So again, we don't have all the information, and we can just go on and on and on about the what ifs and the speculations. But
Mm-hmm.
just because, and I think Jamal raised a good point, the grandmother did say you need to find a babysitter, and I'm not your babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it
What about the
sounds
father?
like
What about the
that
father? What
the
about the
Why
father,
the daddy don't need to find a
Why
babysitter?
didn't he need to find a babysitter?
because
That part.
okay,
So
hold
here-
on, his mother could be his babysitter. We don't know. He could be paying his mom. Be like, mom, when
Okay,
I'm
well
at work,
then
you
she needs
keep
to
the
be on
baby.
her job.
Yeah.
What?
If he paying his mama the
Yeah.
She
babysit,
funny.
she needs to be on her
Okay,
I
job.
love it.
so so every time
Oh God, no.
the mother and the dad go to work, then the dad's mom got to keep the child.
No. Both of them have to get together and find a babysitter. Both of them.
It's
Why
called
would they switch
co-parenting.
parenting time while they're both on the
It's
clock?
not one person's responsibility. It should
It's
be
both.
both of their
It's both.
responsibility. It's called
Okay, so
co-parenting.
if we are co-parenting, hold on, and Bobby, I know you went through this.
Mm-hmm.
We are co-parenting,
Mm-hmm.
50-50. I got them 2 weeks, you got them 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Whose responsibility and when Gina got the child for babysitting?
Well, if it was my turn to have the kids, I'm responsible.
No. It's Gina's turn. It's Gina's turn. It's Gina's
Gina's
2 weeks.
responsible. It's Gina. She's
Okay.
responsible. Fine.
Okay,
She gotta work
so
with whatever she want to do.
Right.
exactly. So when you got the kid, it's your responsibility, right?
Correct.
That answers my question.
No,
Because if
No,
it's
why would they
no,
switch these alternatives while they're both
because
on the clock? Grandma is saying it's time for daddy to clock out. Daddy's time is over. Mommy's time started. Why would they do that?
hold on. She just said you need to find a babysitter. So what if it was she's bringing it's not the dad's responsibility right now for the child?
apparently
The dad had
the
Why?
baby was with the grandmother.
The dad had the kids.
The dad had the kid.
Okay.
That's why.
The
That's how
dad
he
had
got
the
to the
baby.
mom.
Okay, maybe y'all not.
So
I'm not saying the will.
think.
Okay,
So here's think
I
about
just
this
said
situation.
that the mother was
Oh.
supposed to pick the child up at
You're
6 o'clock the night
assuming that.
before.
You're
Oh,
assuming
okay.
Huh?
that.
You're right. I'm just saying everything.
We all assume
The
that.
last
called
hour been an assumption.
Speculation.
This entire
But
conversation has
right.
been an assumption.
But what we're saying, Black,
Correct,
is
Black.
you're assuming that, but we're assuming that it was his time. That we're doing
Okay,
assumptions
Right.
on both sides.
but we don't know that because we don't have that factual information.
Yeah,
so
we don't.
if we are assuming that, we got to assume the other way as well.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Both ways.
Correct.
Both ways.
Mhm.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. I'm
Equally-
assuming the other way.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question. Did we finish watching the entire video?
I think so.
We did.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was
We
like
did watch the
they
whole
were
video.
just fighting. They were just fighting
Yeah.
at the end. I can play the last bit again, but because I definitely want to go to our self improvement.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just
there's much
curious.
refuge at the end. Yeah. I'll fight you. I'll fuck you up. It was like it was just that at the end.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All of that from the baby. All that from the baby.
Yeah, the baby, man.
I want to.
Hey,
I want to.
that's right though.
I want to end on this. I want to end on this on the subject. Because Ronnie brought up statistics when it comes to fathers, and so I want to look it up. Fathers living apart. We're going to talk about living apart first. Frequency of contact among fathers who do not live with their children. Black fathers are the most likely to have regular contact. About 59% of non-resident Black fathers see their children at least once a week, compared to 39% for white fathers and 35% of Hispanic fathers. Daily communication. Roughly half of non-resident black fathers talk to their children on the phone or via a video chat daily, a higher rate than other demographics. The other thing I wanted to talk about, so we're gonna give the whole picture. Living arrangement by race. So these are fathers that live with their kids. White children, 76% live with both parents.
Mm-hmm.
Hispanic children is 67% with both parents.
Mm-hmm.
Black children are 45% with both parents.
Mm-hmm. And
So that is
that's
what's
Hold
lower.
on, hold on, hold
that's
on.
a
Let him finish.
go
Let him
ahead.
Hold on,
finish.
Go
I'm gonna
ahead
finish.
and go ahead and
And
finish.
now this is daily involvement, and this goes to resident fathers that live with their kids. Daily involvement. Bathing, dressing, and diapering, black fathers 70%, white 60, Hispanic 45. Eating meals together, 78% black fathers, 74 white fathers, 64 Hispanic. Helping with homework, 41% black fathers, 28 white, 29 Hispanic. And reading to children, 35% black, 30% white, 22% Hispanic.
That
All right.
standard
Okay.
don't seem low to
Okay.
me.
Can I say
You know
something?
how I know that?
Go
Can,
ahead, go ahead,
let,
Can I
go
let
ahead,
me
Ms. Lynn.
let me
Go ahead, Ms.
let
Lynn.
me tell you where the disparity comes in. Let me tell you where the disparity comes in. Ship, read the very first statistic that you gave.
Mhm.
It was
Word for
on
word.
non-resident involvement, fathers living apart.
That part.
Frequency,
Non-resident.
yeah.
Read the statistic.
Frequency of contact. Among fathers who do not live with their children, black fathers are the most likely to have regular contact, about 59%, and white is 39, Hispanic is 35.
Okay, so this
I
is
know where
what
she going.
I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say. I applaud black fathers who are stepping up and stepping in and being a part of their father's lives because I know several. I know several, but the disparity comes in non-resident. We have a higher percentage of non-resident
Facts.
black fathers. Now, the ones that are there, well, the statistics, what you're saying, Ship, the statistics, the ones that are there are stepping up and doing what they're supposed to do, but we have a higher percentage of those that are not there.
For that. 'Cause
Well,
I looked
that's
that up too.
that
I don't
well, I gotta look
tell
Hold
at
you
the
on,
why
hold
that
on, hold
is.
on, because I don't understand
I
that.
don't think statistics say this.
No, 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 I do. I got it.
Living arrangement, living arrangement, living
I got
together. Like I said, white is 76, Hispanic is 67, and black is way behind on that with 45. So living
And
I'm gonna
together
that's
tell
what
you
I'm
why.
talking about.
with
That's
the
what I'm talking
parent
about
is
right
lower.
there.
Tell you
That's the
why.
disparity. That's the
Mhm.
gap. That's the gap. So, what that is saying is that we have way more fathers that are not there, but the ones that are there are doing what
Or
they need
better.
to do.
Yeah.
That's what that says. Period.
Bobby, type in what it is, and I'm gonna tell you why it is.
I'm
Because if
lost.
you
That's
You
that's
can't
not
no, no,
what
say
I
why
heard
that
either.
is because that's going to be an
I
Two
assumption,
things can
just
be
like we've been
true.
doing for the
no,
past
no,
hour
no,
and a
no,
half.
no, no, no. Listen. I don't talk
Yeah,
about nothing I don't
I
know
get what
about.
I
Right?
understand what she's saying. Let me go
So
ahead,
no, no, I
Tyler.
completely understand what she's saying. Right? You gotta go look at how that is. What you're looking at and what you're seeing and what you the exactly where she's gonna go. Right. The reason why black fathers aren't in the household is because they weren't allowed to be in the household. It was actually they were losing for fathers to be in house. It's a gap. It was a big
Mm,
30-year gap that we're filling, starting to feel back when the 80s when the household or they weren't gonna get subsidies, right?
That's not
That was a
true.
bubble.
Black men can absolutely be in the household, but
He's
yeah,
saying
you're
back
not going to
then,
be able to get
Okay,
back then they
listen,
subsidies.
no, no,
couldn't.
no, no, no.
No, that's
Back
right
then
now
they couldn't.
today.
Listen,
That's right now
no,
today.
listen. No, I'm gonna go look it up. I promise you.
Oh, I ain't got to look it up. I do this
Weren't
every
allowed.
day. This is what I do.
Okay.
You talking about subsidies? You're talking about subsidies. Black men are absolutely allowed to be in the household. Yes, be in the household
Today,
with your kids.
what he's
But
saying
when it comes
today
to
they can't.
subsidies,
Back then they weren't.
Go look at history. How it all start back in the go start around 65, 66, and you're gonna realize when it started, right? That's when
It's
the
all
gap of
it's
our,
been documented.
our it started 99
Yep.
gap bubble that we have to start continue to feel. One, we got incarcerated a lot in a higher rate. That's gonna freaking stop.
so we making excuses.
So what you mean the excuses? That was the law. That was how policies
Okay,
were made.
so what
Okay,
you're
hold on,
saying,
Ronnie.
so
What
let me
you
help,
mean?
let me make sure I understand, and I just want to
Excuses?
understand you. I just want to
Are
understand
you?
you correctly. I just want to understand. No,
Go
I just
ahead.
want to understand what
Yeah.
you're saying. So
Yeah.
what you're saying is that if the mother was to receive subsidies, the black man couldn't be in the household, and that started back in
Yes. You
64,
bet.
65. That's what you're saying, right?
Go look it up.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
that's
okay, no,
correct.
Right.
no, no.
So
I'm
the
not even
so
questioning. I'm
yes.
asking you, is
Right.
that what you're saying? Okay, so how why not the black man be present and just don't receive subsidy? Why not that? So you're making
Because
excuses. Oh, if
No,
I can't get no subsidy if my man is here. No, okay, well let your man be there. Why let the black father be there and just don't get the subsidy? You're making excuses. Then you talk about, oh, black men was incarcerated at a high rate. What was black men doing to be incarcerated at a higher rate? We're
walking
making
down the street,
excuses.
Yeah,
being a
so
walking
black
down the
man,
street.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
what were we
no.
doing being black people?
we had a lot going on. We had a lot going on more than
All
just
of,
that.
I go.
all of that's been documented.
Okay, so the
But
ones the
You got to
but
ones
look at
that
the
wasn't
positive
incarcerated
laws.
for walking down the street should have been at home with the kids.
how you know
They,
That
they
they,
part.
wouldn't?
they can be at
Because
home
you
with the
just said
kids,
they couldn't be there if they was
I didn't
receiving
say that.
subsidies.
but
They were
I
not
they
didn't.
have to
allowed to
have a
be in the
job,
household.
right? They have to get a
You just
job.
said that.
They have to get a job,
Okay,
I
and they
said
have to
that.
be able
Okay,
to
so
take care
get
of
a
their family.
job.
It's not. Well, it's not. Now
they
you
was
can
giving
tell
more
right now it's
subsidies
not
than the
that
black man
simple.
was making working.
So
That's
so it
why
was
the
more
woman
convenient.
chose. That's
So
why
it
the
was more
woman chose.
convenient. It
No,
was
that
more
was the woman's
convenient.
choice. That was
It
the
was more
woman's choice.
convenient, is
That
what
was
you're
the woman's
saying.
choice. That was the
It was
woman's
so it
choice.
was all the
That
woman's
was
choice.
no the woman. The woman made that choice.
Oh, so it was all the woman's choice, not the man's.
If she can
Here you
get
go. I already know where
$1,000
she at.
and he was only bringing home 350, I'm pretty sure
So
everybody
so
gonna
Yeah,
make
why
that
wouldn't
choice.
he step up and be a man?
Shit, he couldn't
oh
get the
my God.
job. Come on, this.
I think these are
I'm going
excuses.
back and forth with you on
I'm
something
going
that's
back
been
on mute. I'm going
well
back on mute because you can't
documented.
change my mind on this one.
This the
Okay,
60s and the
well,
50s
just shit,
though.
stay where you at then.
I
If
think
because it's been documented
Listen,
I'm
for
over
a
here.
long time. For a long time, it's been
So,
documented. We know this.
so
But hold on, because I don't want to defend that. I think we
Y'all
went
making
way off the rocker.
excuses.
No, nobody's making no excuses. No, we're not. We're not making excuses. But let's go with what this woman was and how this. Can I talk, please? Shipman. This came with this whole conversation is about a black man not living in a house with his father. So you got a woman living in this house and a black man living in this house. When you prove the statistics was in that situation, the black man is 79% in that child's life. Now we want to switch and say, well, what about when two women, I mean, a man and a woman is living in the house together? That statistic is low. That ain't the situation that we're talking about. So statistically, when the black woman and the black man is living apart, statistically, the black man is 20% higher than any other race in that child's life. That is what this entire conversation is about. And statistically, everything that we're talking about proves that we as black men is in our child's life when the relationship don't work or when we live in two separate households, right or wrong, statistically.
Okay, so
Hold
I'm
on,
talking
I'm
about
asking Ship. I'm asking Ship. He read
say
it.
it
oh,
again.
okay.
I was
Let me go
producing.
back on mute.
Say it again. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Statistically, in this situation that we're talking about right now,
Mhm.
black man living in one household, black woman living in a house, and they got child. Statistically, it says 79% in that category, 79% of black men is in their child's life, which is
No, no,
20% higher than
no.
anybody else.
For you saying living apart or living together? Living
Living
apart,
apart,
right?
living apart.
It was 59%. 59% for black men, 39% for white fathers, and 35 for Hispanic.
Oh, what?
Being
So
involved.
59%.
Being 59. Being involved. Being involved.
Okay, 20% being involved. Okay.
Being
I
involved.
had the numbers wrong. I
Yeah.
knew it was 20 points higher. I had the numbers wrong. I thought it was 79,
Yeah.
59, but it's
No.
59, 39.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
Micah, go.
so I think we're down this rabbit hole,
Yeah.
but and arguing the same kind of thing. So what should we be doing right? What should they have done? Let's talk about how they should have done it right. So if somebody watching
yeah.
us on a pod review, they can say, "Oh, these people who have done this is how they would have done it, right?" Like you started off, like the kids shouldn't have been there for that conversation. What should we do right? Because I think we're going at each other, and it's about perspective. And Blackman said that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, are our worldview is influencing how we're viewing it. Because I seen it a couple ways, and I was like, well, what Grandma was saying, he just a baby daddy. She was invoking gender roles like that, you know, and that's my counselor had. But when I hear it the other way, like they're saying, like I was a single dad, I hear like your ass ain't doing nothing. But again, it's however we view it, and we don't have the whole context. So I just think we should be talking, you know, the thing got really kind of, you know, intense. So I think we should be talking about what's the positive ways to do this, and how should they do that? How should we do co-parenting? And we got so many experts on the line. Let's talk about that.
That's
Over.
I think Vanessa hit it. I think Vanessa hit it already. Talked about they should have like some type of agreement via the court or via themselves. I think she talked about it earlier when she was talking about. I think that's a great way to do it. I mean, I think we kind of hit on a lot of those topics you're talking about. Was like kind of what the fixes could be or should be, and then we was talking about. And then I think other people were talking about. Obviously, the child shouldn't have been there, and grandma shouldn't have been there. I think we all kind of said that already.
Yeah.
And this we should do. And I agree with you, Mike. If we got a problem, we should have the solutions. And I love what you just said. You are absolutely right. We should come up with those situations and be like, you know what? Instead of us digging down these rabbit holes, like what could we have done? What could have been done better, or what should have been done in this situation? And I actually like that way to look at it now. Like that makes a lot more sense. Even if we got a tidbit,
we can fuss all night. We can fuss and argue opinions all night.
Right. Even if we got the tidbits of that information, if we got the tidbit of information, it's better. It'd be easier for us to say what we could have done right than what we think could have done on either side, because it's our perspective of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. All right. So let's OJ. I want to give you, because you've been waiting for a long time and you haven't got a chance to talk. OJ, are you there? Do you have anything to add before we move on?
It says Mike still muted.
No,
he says Mike is muted.
Yeah, go ahead. Try it now.
It's still showing muted.
Yeah, there you go.
No, we can hear you. We hear you.
Okay. So
turn your TV down.
You guys covered everything. Covered a whole lot of the situations. I can say that the grandmother, from that video, the grandmother, to me, she was like enabling the son to do whatever he wanted to do, and telling the baby's the mother of the child that she needs to do what she has to do, which it goes both ways. You know, they do need to communicate. They need to have some communication in order for that child. The grandmother says she's not the babysitter. The way I grew up, it didn't matter. The grandmother always came and picked up the child. That's just me. That's just how my family worked. Back in the 60s and 70s, it was law that the father couldn't be in the house if the mother wanted to get benefits. That's why there were no black men in the house, because they figured that, okay, if the government's going to take care of my child, I'll move out. But where you going to move out to? And that's why we was in the streets or locked up. So, I mean, you guys covered all the aspects of it in this hour and a half going back and forth. You know, I enjoyed it.
Thank you, my brother.
Next topic.
All right, let's lighten the mood some. Like I said, I didn't even think that was going to take that long, to be honest with you. I think that definitely, I ain't gonna say got away from us, because it was a great conversation, and I think we had a lot of comments from the people watching. Again, if you're watching, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Please share it on your Facebook page if you don't mind, because we're trying to continue to grow the community. But so again, this podcast today is supposed to be about us learning, coming up with goals and finding ways to achieve them and holding each other accountable. So with that being said, we're going to move on to that. The first thing I want to talk about is the goal that I want to have personally for the Shipwreck podcast. As you know, we had last week's episode and we went down, we talked about the Hall of Fame for the rock and roll. I was punished this weekend by having to listen to Sade for 3 days.
That wasn't no punishment.
Sade. That's
a blessing.
That's all I heard was Sade. I mean, she put me to sleep. I will say that she did her job.
He even heard Sade on the golf course.
Yeah, I did.
On the golf course. Every second he's
Good
saying
job,
Sade.
Black. That's my guy.
I heard it everywhere. But what I came out of last week's pod realizing was not just the travesty of Mariah Carey not being not being in, but the fact that Babyface hasn't even been nominated to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And so with that being said, the first goal that I want the podcast to have for us as a whole collective, as a community, is we're going to help Babyface get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And we're going to do that by starting a petition. Here is our petition. Hold on, I'm trying to bring it up. Where is it at? Share this time. Here we go. There we go. There's our petition right there. I will have the link for everybody. I have it right now. I'm gonna put it in the group. I didn't want to put it out until after we actually started. So it will be in the comments on both Facebook and on YouTube that this is for us to get Babyface into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So we can sign a petition. I have written down all of his accolades, from starting with the 1980s. I didn't realize that he has 13 Grammys. The man has 13 Grammys and he has sold over 800 million. Let me say that again. 800 million records. And he's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And he just won a Grammy 2 years ago. If y'all can believe that. He just won another Grammy 2 years ago and he's still not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So that is what I want us to do as a whole, as a collective, as a community, to get Babyface into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, at least get him nominated. And I think once he's nominated, he'll have no choice but to get in.
Who is Babyface?
See, there we go. We got
Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Keith.
He talking junk. Hey, listen, he just talking. That's a good one.
Yeah, that was perfect.
So again, I'm that is out there. But so that'll begin our start. That'll start us off, like I said, as a collective on a community. But now we're gonna get a little vulnerable, and I know we're gonna go long on this because I'm gonna start with myself, and I'm gonna write down. I'm actually got I got my phone out so I can write down all of our goals that we can come to every week. So my plan is to spend at least 20 minutes a pod of us going over our goals that we set for ourselves and to actually see where we at. Did we make our goals? Did we not make our goals? And this came to me because I have taken Dr. Kenneth Nichols' class. I'm hoping to have him on next week. I got to get a hold of him, and he does a leadership and mentoring class, and it's outstanding. If you ever get a chance to do it, it's absolutely an outstanding class. And we in the class, I took the class with my brother Micah and my sister Mika, and we had to hold each other accountable. And I need to do a refresher. I need to start listening to those tapes all over again because I need to improve myself on improving where I came from and where I was at when I was taking that class. So with that being said, I'm gonna go first on the things that I wanted to improve on, and I'm gonna leave it up to the group. And if you're not actually on the pod, you can put stuff in the comments of what your goals want to be, and I'm gonna write it down, and then we'll talk about that in the next pod to see if you can address it as well. So again, this is completely up to you individually. If you have something that you want to be held accountable on, if you don't, but this is the Shipwrecks Accountability Challenge that's going to go for 90 days. So here go mine. Put it in better. I'm gonna just do it this way so everybody can see it better. All right, my goals, personal and business. My personal goals is I need to get my media room as well as my game room together. I got all kinds of jerseys, all kinds of posters that I need to put up, and I just haven't done it. And I've been in this house for 6 years now, and I still haven't gotten my daggone room together. I need to get that together as well as to finish off my gym and get that back in order. The big one for me is the fit at 50. It is I want to lose 25 more pounds. And actually, these things for me actually intertwine. The fit at 50 is going to help some of my business goals. So I want to lose 25 more pounds. And the best way I know to do, one of the ways I know I need to do that is I need to drink more and drink less at the same time. And what I mean by that is I need to improve by drinking more water, and I started that at the beginning of this week. I'm trying to get to a gallon a day. Right now, I'm about a little right around a half a gallon a day. And I need to just drink less alcohol. So that's gonna be a huge one for me because I'd like to drink, not gonna lie. The other thing that I want to do is prepare boxing. I got to get in shape because the next time I get to Houston, I'm fighting my brother Jonathan. I'm gonna whip his ass. He ain't on here. I'm gonna talk all the shit I want to. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna dig in his ass. So I'm looking forward to that. But I gotta find a gym. I've been looking for gyms and went to one today, but they're not even open. Gyms aren't like how they used to be back in the day where they would just open all the time, like 24 hours, not 24 hours, but like doing regular business hours. Now it's like they just do classes and they open and close. And I want more than that. Basketball. I want to start playing, going in a basketball league. And hopefully I'll be able to do that as well. My business goals is I want to need to create more content. I need to actually start watching these pods more and finding the greatest moments from them and putting them out there. I think that'll be a good idea to do. This goes back to my fit at 50. I didn't want to secure a new life insurance policy. And I know if I lose the weight and get the weight down, that'll make my policy much cheaper. I want to get into acting again because now I'm about to graduate from my current job. I want to need some other hobbies and stuff like that. And I want acting to be one of those things that I want to do as well. And last but not least is to establish my nonprofit organization. My sister Mika's willing to help me with that. So overall, I need to fix my damn life. That's the big bottom line to it. I was look at it like so. With that being said, I wanted to open the floor to whoever would like to go next. So I will say that before. So those are my long-term goals. I'm gonna start with, like I said, drinking more water, drinking less alcohol. So I'm gonna watch the draft without drinking any alcohol. I watched the Sixers game yesterday without a beer. You know what I mean? So doing just trying to improve my health. And need to start actually getting in the gym, working out. That's my mission for this week was get my mind right week and research and do stuff. Next week is to actually put more things into action. Um, so those are some of my goals. And so what I know I'm going to do for next week is I'm going to by next Wednesday, I'm going to be doing 50 push-ups a day and 50 sit-ups a day, as well as continue to drink water and sign up for some type of gym somewhere as far as start boxing. That's my personal goals. Would anybody else like to go next?
I can give you a suggestion about push-ups, man. You
All
can do
right.
like what Herschel Walker used to do. It's real easy. I actually tried it before, and it actually does work. Like I don't know if you like watch TV or not, but like every commercial, you can do 5 push-ups.
Okay.
Do fast. You can flop you out, and you can do
Mhm.
that for like a show. Like that way, by the end of the show,
Well, we gotta come up with something better
everybody,
than that.
yeah.
We gotta come up with something better than
No,
this
no,
commercials.
no. I'm just saying, like any,
Only reason I'm saying commercials. Only reason I'm
yeah,
saying commercial is
yeah,
I stream everything. I'm very bougie at this point.
yeah,
The
yeah,
only commercials I see is on Amazon, and that's because I'm trying to
yeah,
get one of my kids to pay for the $2 extra a month. I haven't got anybody to buy off on it yet, so I'm gonna have to come up
yeah.
with
So,
maybe
No ads, baby. No ads. Time is
no
money.
ads. Yeah, yeah.
so
I don't watch any ads. Uh,
no, I'm just saying, like, I'm just throwing that out
yeah,
as a
yeah. I
find
appreciate it though,
something
but
in your show that
that's
you
a good
watch,
one.
like every other word or every
Yeah.
so like stop it and do your thing, whatever. That usually helps you out because before you know it, I mean, at the end of the show, you've been and did 50 push-ups or 50 jump jacks,
Mhm.
probably both. But just find something like that to do. For
Hey,
me,
bud.
I like the gym part because I need to get into the gym because my wife she been in the gym like thoroughly and she be on me about it. And I need to get back. I need to get back down. Or actually, I'm ideal where I need to get back to
Tone up.
my freaking working out. Yeah, working out. So that's a good thing. I'm gonna sign up for our community thing that we had on the street, which I supposed did months ago. But my wife be on me every day about it. It's a goal of mine. One is now. I mean, if you're doing a nonprofit, I really need. I love to jump on that because that's actually something that can. That's you can build a lot of things with that. So yeah, definitely
Mhm.
let me be involved with that portion of it. I'm gonna put that in my goal portion of it. And my last thing would be is just to listen more and talk less.
All right, we can all hold you accountable on that one.
We'll all hold you accountable on that one.
Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to help me out with that, baby. I'm so serious.
Hey, Ronnie, what's gonna be the signal? What's the signal then? What's the signal? Hey, forehead, what we doing? Tug the ear.
Hey, listen.
The safe
Hey,
word is
whatever it is,
Roscoe.
listen. Just do what you normally do. Y'all been knowing me for a long time. Shit, say what y'all gotta say. Say shut the fuck up, Ronnie.
No, I can't do it. Hey, brother, when we say that, you're gonna be like, hold on, listen.
No,
Wait, listen.
I think we
You can all
should
be
all
saying,
do
shut the
that.
fuck up, running. Hold on, listen though. Wait though.
I think we should all collective go like this, one hand like this, and you see all of us like this. He'll know that's what it means. We should all
I like
do
it,
just
Keith.
like that.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll talk about the so we got to break this down into little bits and pieces. What do you think you can do this week? So I would say for the nonprofit, do you know exactly what you want your nonprofit to be? And if so, come up with your mission
No.
statement. Okay, so that's what you need to do. What's your non? So next week, what your nonprofit is going to be, and what's the name of your nonprofit? All right.
Got it.
And we got listen more and talk less and gym. So with the gym, you want to say you're going to start looking for a gym to go to? You're going to sign up for a gym?
A community thing that we got up the street. That's literally up
Okay.
the street. I've been talking about. I almost the gym all the time. Like, gotta get. I'm like, I ain't done that shit. So I really need to get into it.
All right. So sign up for the gym, listen more, talk less, nonprofit, come up with what you want to do and name.
Yeah.
All right. All right. We got it. Let me see. Anybody else want to go next? Anybody else want to come in?
I'll go.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, shout out to Nico's leadership and LMI. My
Yes.
cohort was Ship and Mika. So check that out. I see you dusting off the stuff. You're right. We need accountability partners. I fell off once we were not connecting and checking in every week. So I'm going back to my goals. So by 55, well, the month that I turned 55 in December this year, I will have run another half marathon. That was
Ooh.
one of the things. So that entails the pre-training starting this week. So we'll be doing at least 3 body weight trainings through the week per week, and right now I have to Google, how much time I need to my run schedule. So I'll do that later. So the other thing, I got inspired with golf. Shout out to Black Tips Golf Association, CEO Blackman right there. So we had us out there playing golf. It was so much fun. So I want to, by the end of next pod, I'll have identified a trainer or a class I can go to learn all my grips and all that stuff. So that's my other goal.
All right. That sounds good. And I'm scared to say it, but I really want to do the half marathon with you. I have never run anything more than a 5K. And I did couch the 5K like shoot, I was still big then. I was like 270, 285, somewhere in there. And I
Yeah.
did couch the 5, and it actually worked. I was able to run. It took me 45 minutes to do a 5K, but that was still, I mean,
Yeah.
I felt so accomplished when I was finished it.
Right.
And what'd you say, CO? Okay, half marathon.
Point me.
You know, yeah, that's a long time. I ain't gonna say I'm able to run 13 point something miles, but I think I can do it. So
Yes, you can. Man, you can walk on it.
yeah, walk around.
We're gonna talk positive. You can.
All right, Eddie. I'm in with you. I'm doing
Ain't
half
down in that.
marathon with you. That'll help me. That'll help me too.
All right. Yeah, they usually do a December run at OUC out here. It's a flat course downtown, so it's not like crazy. So yeah. So I'm hoping to do that one this year.
All right. All right. So for this week, you got 3 times body weight per week and your golf trainer. And then you're gonna start your half marathon training.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me see. OJ, he's on there. OJ, you on here? Okay, I didn't know if you had anything. Does anybody else have anything that they would like to be held accountable for or anything?
Me, just I say me, just learning Spanish.
Ah,
That's
that's a good one.
I keep saying I'm going to do it, going to do it. So I don't know. I need to do it.
All right. I got Babbel. I haven't used it as much as I haven't used it much at all. But Babbel does a lifetime thing for like a couple
Okay.
$100, and you got it for and it's for all kinds of languages. It's about 20 or 30 different
Okay.
languages. So I would say look at
Okay.
that, and if you can look, you can find all kinds of discounts, codes for it, and stuff like that
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
So Babbel's a good one. And also if you want somebody personable or personal, my daughter-in-law can probably help you because actually Candace was talking to her about
Okay.
doing that, becoming a
Okay.
Spanish tutor
Okay.
because she's teaching Cinco now.
Okay.
So that may be somebody else. So what would you like your goal to be for next week?
Start. At least start.
Start start at Ola. So we
Start.
starting
Yeah.
at Ola. All right.
Keith, how long you been in Texas?
Whole life.
Oh, okay.
That made no sense though. That's what I said all the time too. Here all
No,
the time.
no, I get it. I get it. If you don't have to, you won't. Yeah.
Yeah, I got all kind of friends. I just can't believe it. I need to start.
Yeah. Miss B, I see you on here. You're back on. I don't know if you know it or not.
Ship,
Try to talk. Go ahead.
I'm gonna throw my name in there as well on the accountability, and shouts out to Ken uh, on that leadership part. But for me, I definitely want to lose some weight and get in better shape. And I've been procrastinating and putting it off. But my wife Mika, she done hit the ground running since this weekend. And
Mhm.
and my daughter in the background talking, me too. So I got to jump on board.
Your light is out, Black. You real dark. All we see is
Hold
your
on,
teeth, literally.
There he is.
it's
There
getting
he is.
dark
There you
out
go.
there. But uh,
I thought you were
I'm gonna
making
join
steak.
you at 25 pounds as well. I was debating 20 or
Okay.
25, but I'm gonna say 25. I do
All
want to
right.
get better at golf. I can't say I'm gonna break 80 or break 90, but I want to continue to get better. My goal was to play golf at least once a week and practice 2 to 3 times a week. So that's my personal goal with golf. Um, and I'm gonna do same thing you're doing with 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups a day. I'm gonna jump on that
All
as
right.
well. So um, those are going to be my goals. So the ultimate goal, 90 days, 25 pounds, and daily goals is get in the gym at least 3 times a week. And I want to do 50 push-ups and 50 sit-ups every day.
All right. Got you.
Black, can I ask you about the
All right.
golf? I always want to do it, but I always say I don't have any clubs. It's too expensive
Man,
to go and all
uh,
this kind of stuff. When did you start?
I've been playing golf since 97, but I stopped. I stopped once I joined the FAA. I stopped playing golf. And I
Okay.
had in probably 20 years, I played golf maybe twice. But 2 years ago, no, I think about 3 years ago now, I picked my clubs back up, but I blew my back out, so I had to stop for about a year.
Ah,
Uh, and I'm just getting back into it maybe 6 months ago, and I'm still searching for my swing again. So it's been a challenge to try to find out how I used to swing or create the swing now. Since I'm older, I
right.
can't
Right.
swing like I used to. So trying to develop my swing now, what they call a repetitive swing, where
Mm,
you can, predict pretty much what the ball is gonna do. So I'm still working on that. And I would tell everybody you just gotta get out there. Uh, there's things that you can do but if you truly into it, go find you a coach.
okay.
And starts with the grip. You can read a book on a proper grip. It's a book I recommend, Five Lessons of Golf by Ben Hogan. I done probably bought that book about 6 times, and I keep giving it out because everybody who tell me they're interested, I get them my book.
Mm.
And that's kind of how I started, was the 5 Lessons of Golf. It taught me my basic swing. and I kept that swing until I put my clubs down somewhere around 03, 04. And I still have I still had that swing, but it's so much has changed since then that the new golfers and the new swing that they're teaching is totally different. And I'm like telling myself, okay, let's do what everybody else is doing. Because if you follow Tiger 90 some or 97, 98 swing is totally different than Tiger 2018, 2020 swing
That's
because he
correct.
started to dip his head a lot. But
Okay.
everybody dipped their head because they dip down and come back up. And that's what a lot of golfers do now. And I'm trying to do that shit. And I'm like, bump this. I'm going back to my old swing because everything was more, my lower body was more stationary, which created less opportunities for error. If I can keep my lower body stationary, then it just matter of returning my hands, which my hands is an extension of the club, everything right back to the same spot where it started. And it was a lot easier. So, it's a lot of thoughts on a swing out there now. So, but I tell anybody if you just starting out, go get some lessons, and that way you can learn the basic, and you can always build on that.
Okay. Okay.
I just said
Hey,
Eddie
hey,
and Alfred.
uh,
Go ahead.
hey, just for I know you said about sit-ups. Don't do sit-ups. They're actually really bad for you, especially back issues. The better thing for your core is doing planks and start at
Right,
like
right.
10, 15
Okay.
seconds. Don't do sit your back up
All right.
I agree, and
way
I'm
work.
glad you thought of that because you're right. It
Yeah.
does mess with my back. Uh, I can do about a minute 30-second plank right now.
No,
So,
no, no, no,
uh,
no. Just to like 30-second pieces, and when you do your jump
yeah,
push up, hold your for that 30 second. That the core grow. I mean, get stronger way fast, and it's less stress on your back. Because I got a back, my back is fucked up too.
yeah,
But that's
mine
one
is
of the first thing
jacked
they
up.
said is don't do sit ups. Like, do not
Yeah.
do sit ups.
I'm glad you said that because no sooner I would have got down there and did it, I would have been like, nah, shit, I can't do sit
All right.
ups.
So
So,
we'll go to
yeah,
planks. I'm good with
we'll
planks.
do
So
planks. All
a
right, push ups and planks.
minute and a half a day.
Yeah, minute and a half a day is fine.
All right. We'll start with that. Okay.
Cool. Keith, going back to the clubs and everything has been expensive. I recommend I don't buy brand new clubs.
Okay. Okay.
I always buy them used, and you can get them in great condition used. I was sending you the websites that I use. I just sent it to Ed and Peanut today,
Okay.
because they I know that they wanted to get it more into golfing. And eBay is a good source as well.
Okay.
A lot of times I get golf stuff from Japan. It's a lot cheaper over there. And
Mm-hmm.
with eBay, it's free shipping most of the time. So it's just gonna take about 2 weeks to get here. But I get a lot of stuff from there. So eBay, and I'll send you the other two websites that I use. And I know there's a PGA store up there. PGA store, you can go there and they got a used golf club section. And I just bought a backup set. Well, it's really not a backup set, but I got tired of my new set that I purchased a couple of years ago. I couldn't hit them. So I went and got an older set that I know I was comfortable with back in early 2000. I went and got an older set and I paid 125 for all my irons. And that's like unheard of for and they was great. They in great condition. But you can get all your irons for, I would say, don't spend no more than $150 for your pitching wedge or 9 iron all the way to a 4 or 3.
Okay.
So all 7 or 8 clubs and your driver and your woods, you can buy all of that stuff used. So I wouldn't go spend no $1,000 on no clubs right now.
You speaking
Uh,
another language to me in all those clubs. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, we will talk about it.
Okay. Okay.
It,
That
it,
sounds
it
good.
it's not it's all that stuff is not hard to figure out and not
Okay.
hard to learn.
Okay.
But just don't go buy no brand new club. And as
Okay.
far as uh paying to play golf, they got a lot of public courses that some of them you can go to, especially your first tee courses and stuff like that. You
Yeah.
might can get on those for 40, $50 around. But
Okay.
right now it's just trying to learn how to hit the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought the first time I hit a ball back in '97, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and knock this damn white ball, and I'm gonna be playing professional in about a year. Just give me a year, I'm gonna get it. Man, I swung at that golf ball the first time. It took me 7 tries before I finally hit that ball, and that's how hard golf is.
Right. Right.
It is super duper. It's not as easy as it looked. So I welcome everybody because I think as golf is one of the only sports we can play when we 70, 80 years old.
Right.
And we not young no more. And I picked up golf for that reason because I wanted to find something that I could play until my retirement.
Yeah.
And it's a gentleman's sport. And last Friday was the first time we as a group got together, and I've been wanting to do this for many, many, many years. And I'm looking forward to the next one. And I'll put you on the list.
Okay. Okay. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yep.
So is that it? Anybody else have anything they want to be held accountable for? Go ahead. Come on. Come on.
Sorry,
What's
you
up, Faye?
can't see my face, but yeah. So I'm kind of the same with you. 49 came, and I was not where I wanted to be, and said I'm not going into 50 in this shape that I'm in. So I've already started. Actually, I'm down 16 pounds already.
Congrats.
So yeah, I think I've mastered the calorie deficit by pretty much eating the same thing every day. So I'm okay with that. That's fine. My goal is to start pumping some iron. So I want to do that maybe 3 days out of the week. I don't necessarily have like a number. I just want to get rid of bat wings and all that other stuff. So yeah, and I'm noticing there's a couple women on here too. I think so. The menopausal word. I need to find out what is going to work for me because getting the weight off in this age is difficult with that menopausal word. And so I've got to figure that part out. Other than that, I'm also kind of aligned with you as well on content, creative content, because I enjoy doing content for our travel content, but it has become so time consuming at one point that I just kind of stopped. But I really do enjoy it, and I'd like to start that back up as well.
Okay.
So what that looks like right now, I'm not sure. But I would like to start back up and build that that creativity back up because I really did enjoy it.
All right. And so what do you would like your goals to be for next week?
For next week, 3 times out of the week of some kind of weight training.
Okay. All right. And for content creation, maybe maybe just take one. Maybe take your favorite trip that you just went on this past y'all just went on. Take your favorite day of that trip.
Okay.
And make a quick short or something like that to put out on TikTok or
Okay.
Or like
Or-
a list of
or-
ideas.
Do that.
Yeah, or Shantae, you can just say, I'm gonna work on it 15 minutes a day. I'm working on my content 15 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day. I'm gonna set aside 30 minutes a day to do this. So that's another goal that you can do.
For sure. And it's not that I don't feel like I have the time. I let it consume my time. So I'm spending a lot of time on it and I noticed it, which is why I took a step back.
You need LMI.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get him on this next pod because I think he'll be excellent to have on.
Yes, because
Right,
once
man.
you go through that class, you'll understand how not to take so much time or allow things to consume so much time when it shouldn't.
Okay.
It's really, really a great class. I took it probably about a year before Ship and them did. And I told everybody, y'all gotta take it.
Okay.
Got to. It will open your
Hey,
eyes
that
to a
class.
lot of things. And even my wife,
Yeah,
when
send
I
me
took
that.
it, okay, we will. I
Yeah.
had my wife take it because I'm like, babe, you're wasting a lot of time throughout the day. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I say, yes, you are. After she took that class, actually during the class, she was like, babe, I waste a lot of time. And I'm like, I know. Because I did the same thing. When I went through it, I was like, holy crap, I didn't realize how much time I'm wasting.
Yeah.
Because we just get consumed and caught up in small activities that really don't matter.
Mhm.
So we'll get it to you. I get it. Yeah, I get it to you.
Okay.
Definitely that, man. I'm glad you said something like, man, time. That's gonna help out a lot.
Time management.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's time management, and it's an outstanding class.
Yeah.
It truly is. But like I said, this is me doing a refresher of it. I'm gonna start listening to the classes as well, and this is the accountability that I know I personally need to get on track and do what I need to do.
Yeah.
If anybody's watching, I don't know.
I go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, Ronnie. When I hang up, I'll send it to you when we get off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Dr. Ken Nichols. Go ahead, Vanessa. The floor is yours.
Man, I'm so together. I know Ken.
So, the last 16, 18 months or so, I have really fallen off on what I'm calling self-care. And my therapist called me out about it a couple weeks ago. And she gave me homework, and I'm going to tie that into this. And I haven't been meditating like I normally do. And I haven't been doing things that I really care about. I've been putting them on the back burner to focus on my kids and my finances and my health and like those kind of things. So my hobbies have kind of fallen off. So the things I want to be held accountable for is I want to make sure I'm meditating every day, even if it's just 5 minutes. I was up to like where I would sit there for like over a half hour and feel wonderful. And now I can't hold a thought in my head for enough to close my eyes. So I want to really get back into finding like that peace within myself before I start my day and, confronting issues without that balance internally. And then something that I really, really care about that I have put on the back burner for almost 2.5 years is I wrote a book.
Really?
And I've got 130,000 words. It is novel length, and I need to clean it up. I need to read it again myself and get it ready for somebody to edit and like beta read. And I need to, I put a decade of work and research into this book, and it's just sitting on a hard drive in my closet. And I made a promise to myself that I was going to dig it back out, and I still haven't. It's been 2 weeks. So I think I'm going to use this opportunity to kind of have you guys yell at me about it.
Yeah. All right. So what would you like to do? What do you want to be accomplished by next week, by next Wednesday?
I definitely should have meditated at least a couple times. My goal is like 15 minutes by a week. I should be able to like get through on a daily basis 15 minutes. And I think in a week I should be able to have reread my own work so that I know where I need to start editing and go from there.
Standing. All right. That sounds good. That sounds real good. Yeah. And we can't wait. We can't wait to not only get your to read your well, we can't wait to support you when your book is done, so we can and definitely read it. All right. So I think that is it. Yeah, nobody else is on. If anybody else have anything in the comments you want to be held accountable for, you can go ahead and write it now. But if not, I think we're pretty much about to wrap it up. We need to do our clean our palette. Miss B, are you there? Oh, she came up. She was on and then off. Let me see. Miss B, can you hear me? Hello? Miss B? No, she's not there. Yeah, she's off again. All right, so let's go to cleaning our palette. Do anybody have anything that you want to clean the palette with?
I got one.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's all right.
No. Go.
I just finished.
Just finished.
Yeah, Miss B, you there now? Hold on, y'all. Miss B?
Ship, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, she going in and out.
Yeah, you're going in and out. You can call me as well. Give me a call my number and I can put you on as well. Yeah, call my phone number.
Okay.
Calling her. Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
We can hear the ringing.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Miss B, you're on a pod.
I'm here. Hey.
All right, we got you.
So I apologize about my connection. I don't know what happened. My other phone died prior to the end of the previous conversation. So I wanted to let everybody know I appreciate everybody's opinions in the conversation. I appreciate the debate. I wasn't calling anybody wrong. I just had strong feelings. So if I offended you or anything like that in any kind of way, please forgive me. But I appreciate you, strong black men and you strong black fathers. I absolutely do. Because I just feel like too many times we don't see it in our community. So you guys appreciate it. And I'm not trying to discredit or discount what you guys do. With that being said, as far as setting a goal to be held accountable for, um, I've been going through so much here lately, and I have so much going through my mind. I have no idea what goal to set. So I think I challenge myself, and you guys hold me accountable for next week having a goal to set and share with you. 'Cause at this point, I just have so many things in thought and things that I would like to do that I feel like I can do it better myself, but I just have no idea where to start. So this week, I will work on figuring out where to start, and my goal is to have a goal by next week. Have someone.
That's actually a good one. You know, if you don't know, if your mind is going to so many different places. Like you said, coming up with being able to streamline and come up with something that you can say that you know you need to do and just follow through and we're going to help you hold yourself accountable. Does anybody got anything to share with that as far as Miss B?
Yeah, can I say something? Listen, welcome for coming on. And if we can't talk and have our own conversations, we don't get offended on here. And I'm glad that you actually said that. We are here as a community, and that's I think one of the first things Bobby said about when he first started is like, listen, this is a welcome platform. Everybody gonna have their own perspectives about everything. So don't think that we're gonna take anything personally. It's just we actually learning more from listening, I mean, hearing things from other people's perspective, which is actually a really great thing. And this is our platform that we need to do this with. So thank you for
Absolutely.
that. But we welcome. Listen, if we jacked up, if we saying something not right, or we jacked up, you speak what you got to say. We're not going to take it any person. It's not a personal thing. So I hope that helps you out with that all that stuff. But like you said earlier, it's like starting like that's a great freaking thing to say. Have a goal to start a goal. That's actually really like Bobby said. That's actually something to really consider. Like, man, maybe next week we might even come up with something even more deeper, to get more accountable for. Thanks for that.
Yeah, please keep coming, Miss B. Keep on coming back. We'll welcome you, please.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. Like that's why.
yeah, and it was great that you shared your perspective, and we were just sharing this perspective. Like, hey, it ain't all bad, right? So we out here, and we're advocating for young men to be better too. So I know your experience is your experience, but we want to represent all of it. So thank you for supporting us.
Absolutely, and that's what
Well, thank you all for welcoming me, and I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, thank you. And like I was saying, that's why I call it the Shipwreck podcast, is because I want the differentiating views. Man, that's hard to say. Because we all are individuals, we all have different minds, and I want us to, to not argue, but to say how we feel. Debate.
Debate.
Yeah. We want to debate and see how we feel and learn. And like
Healthy debate, as my wife just said. Healthy debate.
yeah, healthy debate, and that's what we have. That's what we have. It's all respectful. It's all healthy, and we just try to learn. And sometimes we go off on a tangent, but that's just our passion speaking, as Jay Z would say. Fair comment.
Yup, Jay Z. I was gonna say that, but you beat me to it.
Yeah. So
That it's just passion. That's all.
that's
None
all.
of us are
Yes, sir.
mad. We don't get upset. It's just we're all passionate about how we feel, and
Facts.
we respect everybody, and we not gonna always agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, because black wrong.
I'll be wrong.
I love
Be
you,
right
brother. I love
twice.
you.
Hey, she should have been on here for the Republican dude that's on here. That was funny. That was a good one. I
Republican dude
digress.
meaning my son.
That was a good one. And
I love you,
that was a
brother.
good one.
Man,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna clean my palate by first stating that again, this past weekend was really amazing. That like I said, Black Tips Entertainment, I'm not entertainment association, through his annual event in Houston, and we all came together and had outstanding time. We ate good, we drank good, we laughed good, and we all learned. And we all learned, like I said, learn and love. We all was it was outstanding. It truly, truly, truly was, and it got me back to a place where being around outstanding people make you want to do better, make you want to
Right.
achieve new things, and that's what made me come up with this idea of this accountability because I came home and I was like, I need to stop drinking as much. I need to get this. I need to get fit at 50. That's been something I've been saying I wanted to start doing since I turned 49. I got to be done by 50. I got to fit at 50. And when we're 4 months in and I haven't done anything, you know. And so it gave me that motivation to say I gotta do it. And I know the best way for me to become accountable is to have somebody that just not only just speak it, but have people on my ass. All right, Ship, what you doing? What's going on? What's going on with this? So I said, I think this would be great for all of us. If we all had our own things that we needed to be held accountable for and to get better at. So that's me cleaning my palate. And I also will say that because of that, I really sat down and came up with my idea and my name for my nonprofit after talking with Mika and stuff. So it's pretty much, I think I'm there. I just need to talk to Mika and actually do the process and go with and learn from her the process. And I would like to have her on a pod when we can do it. So that way, because like I said, Ronnie, you want to learn about it and stuff like that.
Absolutely. I mean,
Um,
yeah, heck yeah.
we also can talk about LLCs as well because I know that was another thing that
Yeah.
I should have been had
Yeah,
one. I
my
had one
brother knows
before.
how
I
to
had
do
one
all that
before, but I
stuff,
never
man.
used it and it went away. So I need to
Yeah.
get a new one.
Yeah, we got a
So I
couple
want
of
to talk
those
about it
already
as well.
for the nonprofits.
But that's my cleaning my palate. This community, this thing that we call life is going great and having beautiful people in my life.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else?
Hey, learn about a person to learn about what they circle in. The people that
Yeah,
circle around them. So I appreciate all y'all, man. I mean, I love all y'all, man, because this is healing for me. I mean, this is not just like a personal thing. It's like damn, this is where we supposed to be at, and I'm loving this every second of this time. We just get to spend with each other and hear each other's perspective. And why not do it on our brother's platform who allows us to do this every week? So thank you, Bobby, for putting this together and getting us together and discussing these type of topics and inviting others to come on board. So I appreciate that, bro.
absolutely. Thank you. All right. So I think that's anybody else who want to clean their palate?
I wouldn't say clean my palate, but basically second what you said about this past weekend. Um, it is an annual thing that we do here, and my wife and I come up with a plan to try and make everybody feel comfortable, well fed, and just have fun. This was the first year we did golf, but this is going to be many more golf trips in the future. And after each one, we sit back and say, okay, what can we do better for the next? Or like this one, well, the first one was last year, last April. And we didn't think we can top that one. We actually was like, it's not going to be as good as last year, but we just going to make it do what it do. And after this was over, we looked at each other and was like, I think this one was better. The business meetings that we schedule and have it this year it was just outstanding. And I want to give a shout out to Eddie. The exercise that you have us doing for mental health stuff that you come up with, bro, is outstanding,
Yeah,
and it's conversation starters. And I think that's what we incorporate or try to incorporate with when we do come together at this event is to leave feeling a little bit motivated than when we came, and to sort of get just a recharge being around positive people doing positive things, and we can laugh, joke, drink, and do whatever, and it's all in love. So that's the atmosphere that we try to create, and we just enjoy doing it, enjoy the process, and we already looking forward to next year.
Outstanding. All right. Anyone else? All right. Well, we're gonna leave it there.
One last thing.
Eddie or something?
Listen, I want to just put it on everybody goal. We attend the black. Hey, listen. I apologize for missing this, but I think that's a goal for all of us, man. Because to come out there to support that event, bro, every year.
Yeah.
So I'm putting that out as a goal for everybody. So let's do
Vanessa,
that.
you too. You'll enjoy yourself. You really would.
Thanks to Black and
Collect
Mika
some
for
miles.
hosting. It was great.
Thank y'all. We enjoy it. We love seeing people together, being happy for doing positive things, and we learn something. And hopefully, everybody will pick up something from it. And judging from you, shit, what you're doing, it works. It's doing what it's supposed to do.
It absolutely is. It absolutely
Each
is.
one teach one.
Yep.
All right. With that being said, I love y'all, and I see y'all next week.
All right.